Polinski. She quickly drives it into the lane and kicks it out to Steffi Kracko. Kracko over to Caitlin Ray. Ray with the up fake. Nothing happened in there. Man-to-man defense from the Stars of Lansing Community College to start things off. Celia Ridsdale is going to have the tough duties of trying to guard at Mimi McNutt. And you wonder if they are both from Lansing, you know, Mimi McNutt, East Lansing graduate. Some of these Lansing Community College, probably from the Lansing area. Deep three for Savannah Polinski, no good, but Jordan Polinski's there for the rebound. She puts it back up, no good. But there's Savannah Polinski for yet another rebound. They swing it back out to Steffi Kracko, and they look to set things back up. Kracko on the drive, shot no good. Grabbing the rebound is Georgia Hill. So a nice long possession there, an extra shot attempt for Mid-Michigan College, but couldn't get anything going. Lansing into the front court. Ball goes into the corner to Purdue. Purdue looks to put a drive on Caitlin Ray. Nothing happening. Here's a deep triple try now for the Stars, and it is good from Abigail Knievel. Big shot right there to get things going for LCC.
And a nice pass from Purdue to swing it around the corner.
McNutt across the half-court line. Man-to-man defense continues for Lansing Community College. Mimi McNutt kind of calling for a screen. Or pardon me, she's actually calling for Polinski to dish it off to. Polinski now looking to call out the play. She's going to get a screen from Caitlin Ray right in front of the Lansing Community College bench. Into the lane, she gets the shot up on the rim. Some contact on it, but no foul call. She gets her own rebound, swings it out to McNutt. McNutt loses it off of a foot. Not sure if it was hers or not, but here come the Stars into the front court. Slowing down is Knievel. She works it back out to the top of the key, over to Hill. And now back up top to Ridsdale. And they're going to set things back up. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 3-0, Lansing Community College on top of the Mid-Michigan Lakers. Doubleheader action here tonight, 92.3 FM at my1043.net and the MAC TV network. Knievel puts it on the floor, and a nice pass down low, and a great move to create the shot from Georgia Hill. There was only a second or two left on the shot clock there. A good basket for the Stars of Lansing Community College.
Yep, so far looking pretty good, setting up good shots here, and they seem prepared for the Mid-Michigan Lakers team, but we'll see how long they can hold out.
Ball goes down low to Caitlin Ray. Ray misses the easy left-handed shot. One of the things Coach Rodenbow thought about, how motivated is my team going to be here tonight? Already got everything locked up for next week. They will have a home playoff game against this very same Lansing Community College team. Sophomore night, you know, maybe you want to take it easy tonight, but then you don't want to give this team too much confidence, and here they go with a 7-0 lead. It's 2 minutes and 40 seconds into the ball game. Not calling out the play, but kind of taking their time, already wasting half of the shot clock here as she brings it up towards the three-point line. Polinski playing some two-on-two ball here. Now they go to Kracko. Kracko on the drive, kicks it in the corner to Caitlin Ray. Ray now puts it on the deck, looks to split two defenders. She will draw the foul and head to the free throw line for two shots. It's not a lot happening offensively right now for the Lakers.
And we're not used to seeing that, Chris. Usually they do such a good job of setting up each other, creating the shots, but as we saw in that last possession, Mimi McNutt basically just held the ball for the first half of the shot clock, didn't really do much with it. So yeah, maybe some nerves tonight on sophomore night. I'm not entirely sure.
And once again, we'll bring it up all night long. These two teams will match up again next week in the Michigan Community College Athletic Association tournament. The winner of that tournament moves on to the national tournament, so that's really the big deal right now for the Lakers. They're not going to win the regular season conference. They want to win that conference championship, and so Coach Rodenbow might be holding his cards close to the vest tonight.
That could be.
Drive in the lane for LCC. The shot is up, no good. Couldn't get the roll this time. Georgia Hill would have had 6 points on the board already. She'll have to stick with 4, 2 of 3 from the field. 6:30 left in the first quarter. It's a 7-2 lead for Lansing Community College. Not near the three-point line, swings it off to Savannah Polinski. Polinski with the crossover, gets down to the block. Good defense being played by Knievel, not allowing a shot. Go back out to Kracko. Kracko now on the drive. She spins, puts up the one-handed hook shot. It is no good. Great defense from LCC. That was Tanisha Daniels. Quickly into the front court comes Georgia Hill. Swings it over to Purdue. Jump shot no good. And now cleared by Jordan Polinski. Outlet pass to Mimi McNutt. Here come the Lakers into the front court. Ray with a skip pass to Kracko. Now over in front of the LCC bench, it goes to Polinski. Back down low to Kracko. She looks to create some space. A good move, right-handed hook shot, rims out. She got the move, but not the basket there, JJ.
Yep, sometimes that's just not going to go down for you. And 4 rebounds already for Georgia Hill, picking up the rebound off that miss.
She's already got 4 points to boot, too. Lansing Community College looking great here in the early going. 7-2, they've got the lead, just 12-16 on the season. Purdue with the elbow jump shot, no good. Steffi Kracko clears the board. We talked in the early going about Jada Moorhead, who averaged 20 points per game their first 8 games of the season. Not on the roster here tonight. So you wonder how many wins they piled up with her before she left. Substitution coming into the game, it is Ellie Johnson. She will replace Savannah Polinski. Let's get a little clap for me. The sophomore getting a start here on sophomore night. Ellie Johnson, the freshman from Clare, will come in to replace her. 5:20 left in the first quarter. It's a 7-2 lead for Lansing Community College. Mimi McNutt gets the deep inbounds pass. She puts up the triple try, no good. Rushed that one a little bit. It's LCC into the front court. Ridsdale gives it off to Knievel, being guarded by Mimi McNutt. They swing it over to Purdue. Purdue's been aggressive here in the early going, hasn't got anything to go down. Back to Ridsdale. Out to Knievel. Good defense being played on this possession by the Lakers. They finally work it down low to Daniels. She puts up a difficult jumper, and it goes down. Wasn't bad defense down low, but Daniels just kind of forced that one up there and got it to go.
Yep, sometimes you just got to work in ISO situations like that, Chris, and she used her force to get in there.
And a great post-entry pass from Caitlin Ray down low to Steffi Kracko, and Kracko lays it in. 9-4, that was a big basket for the Lakers. That's actually their first field goal of the game, JJ, 5.5 into the first quarter.
Yep, not what we're used to seeing from them. They average about 71 points a game, Chris.
Evil with the ball on the perimeter. Good defense being played by Savannah Polinski. Drives the lane, a little bit of an elbow there to Polinski, no foul call. She forces the shot up, no good. Ripping down the rebound is Ellie Johnson. Johnson gets it off to Ray. Ray shows her versatility as she brings it up across the half-court line. Now to Kracko. Kracko over to Mimi McNutt. Back to Kracko. Nice little give and go there, and Kracko gets the lay-in to go. Love that play from Steffi Kracko to Mimi McNutt. Back to Kracko. Cameron Myers getting set to check back into the game for the Lakers, or check into the game for the Lakers. The usual starter coming off the bench tonight. Freshman letting all the sophomores get the start. Purdue wasn't quite ready for the pass. Almost went out of bounds to the Lakers bench. Now she drives a little bit of a push off as she puts the shot up against Caitlin Ray. It's no good. Here in the rebound is Steffi Kracko. 9-6 our score. Nut into the front court. Now to Ray. Now to Polinski. She's wide open. She puts up the triple, and it's good. Just bad defense out there that time from the stars of Lansing Community College. You do not want to let Polinski catch and shoot. That's what they allowed her to do right there. We're all tied up at 9.
Yep, I mean, Lansing had the early advantage. Mid-Michigan didn't seem quite into it fully, but now they're back into it. They made a few shots.
Driving lay-in is no good for Knievel. Grabbing the board is Caitlin Ray, and she's going to draw the foul. Kennedy Crawford, freshman from Ottaway, also checking in for the Lakers. Polinski and McNutt will both get a break. So your 5 Lady Lakers out there: Ellie Johnson, Steffi Kracko, Caitlin Ray, Cameron Myers, and Kennedy Crawford. Myers across the half-court line. Zone defense now from Lansing Community College. Look to get into the middle of that zone to Caitlin Ray. It's going to be a kick ball going against LCC. Possession will stay here with Mid-Michigan. 2:49 left in the first quarter. 9-9 our score. All over the airwaves tonight. 92.3 FM, my1043.net, and MAC TV Network. Go to mactvnetwork.org/live. Steffi Kracko gets the inbounds pass, and her jumper is true. She has 6 points here in the first quarter. Excellent effort for her tonight.
Yep, I mean, I think we're going to see the offense run through her and Caitlin Ray while Mimi and Savannah Polinski are both out of the game.
Ball goes down to Hill. Hill looks to create some space, puts up a tough jumper, and she's going to draw the foul on Caitlin Ray. Ray doesn't like the call, and I haven't really seen her complain about anything in the 6 games that we've done. I'm going to agree with her there. It's a tough call. Georgia Hill heading to the free throw line. She's been aggressive here in the first quarter. 4 points. She averages 9 per ball game, 5 rebounds to go with it. First free throw attempt, rims out. 11-9 our score. The Lakers with their first lead of the ball game after falling behind in the early going. 2:30 left to go here in the first quarter. Georgia Hill missed her first free throw. The second attempt also rims out. Ray brings the ball across the half-court line. Top of the key to Myers, now to Steffi Kracko, now to Ellie Johnson. Johnson with a good up fake to get in the lane. The runner no good. Some contact on the shot. Then she fights for the rebound. I think it's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will give it back to Lansing Community College. Love everything I saw from Ellie Johnson right there, though. Great up fake. Got in the lane. Maybe should have got a foul call. Didn't get it to go. Stayed aggressive. Tied up the rebounder. Get the jump ball.
Yep, I mean, a lot of players in a situation like that, when they think they get fouled but they don't get the call, they might look at the ref, do something, but she didn't give up on the play. She kept fighting for the jump ball.
Ball goes into the corner to Georgia Hill. Swing it over. Here's an open triple try for the Lakers, and it is good. The second three of the first quarter for Abigail Knievel. Myers across the half-court line. Lakers back behind at 12-11. Savannah Polinski, Jordan Polinski set to check back in. Triple try, rims around and drops in for Steffi Kracko. She now has 9 first-quarter points, 14-12 our score. JJ said that offense is going to run through her, and it is going well. All to the top of the key. Lauren Pryor has it. Swing it back. Knievel not getting any room this time from Kennedy Crawford. Good defense from the freshman from Onaway. Goes back to Hill. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Hill has her pocket picked by Caitlin Ray. Great defense. She gets it off to Kracko. Kracko thinking about stepping into another three after got the hot hand here and they're going. Up fake for Caitlin Ray and a great pass down low to Kennedy Crawford, and the bunny just rims out on her. Everything going right there for the Lakers. Just couldn't get that one to go down. Here's another steal from Kracko as the Stars look to push it into the front court. Kracko now looks to go coast to coast, and with the left hand, she finishes off the glass. 11 first quarter points now for Steffi Kracko. She is just tearing up the Stars.
Well, I tell you what, Chris, if Steffi can play like this in the playoffs, watch out for the Lakers, because then they've got a three-headed monster.
Knievel steps into a jumper, no good. Ellie Johnson there with the rebound. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. 14-12, the Lakers on top behind 11 first quarter points from Steffi Kracko. Johnson with the ball on the perimeter. Skip pass to Kracko. Kracko now to Cameron Myers in the corner. Get it back up top to Johnson. Johnson puts it on the deck. It's going to be taken away. Great defense from Tanisha Daniels. Daniels into the front court. Gets it off to Ridsdale. 4 seconds remaining. They get it down low. The jumper is no good, but drawing the foul was Lauren Pryor. Pryor will head to the free throw line. 0 for 2 from the line is Lansing Community College here in the first quarter. Pryor steps to the line. 2 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. That one an air ball for Pryor, so not a good first quarter from the free throw line for Lansing Community College. Stepping back to the stripe, didn't start, came into the game late here in the first quarter. That one also rims out. Grabbing the board is Caitlin Ray, and the first quarter will just run out. 16-12 at the end of the first quarter. It was a great start for Lansing Community College. Then it was the Steffi Kracko show that took over. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. 92.3 FM, my1043.net, and the MAC TV network.
Transporting large cargo isn't easy. That's why Fisher Transportation is happy to take that burden off your mind. They easily handle the toughest jobs for commercial and residential projects. Visit them on South Bradley and Mount Pleasant and find out what Fisher can do for you. An equal opportunity employer and proud part of Fisher Companies.
Before or after the game, the best place to feed the whole family is Hungry Howie's in Mount Pleasant. Get your favorite flavored crust pizza, calzone-style subs, Howie bread, or fresh salads. Stop in or order online at hungryhowies.com. Good luck to our high school athletes from Hungry Howie's, South Mission, Mount Pleasant. Being happy about where you live or work is important. That's why at Greenwald BC, when they take on a project for residential or commercial, don't worry, build happy. They're elated to help. They can take the toughest building project and get the job done right. Call Colin and Preston Herron at Greenwald and BC, 772-2202.
Welcome back to Maury Court. 16-12 our score. The Lakers on top of the Stars from Lansing Community College. 11 points for Steffi Kracko in that first quarter, and I don't know if she missed from the field. Actually, she missed a couple tough jumpers, but really got it going towards the end of the quarter to lead the Lakers. Savannah Polinski also knocked down a three, and Caitlin Ray knocked down a pair of free throws. One thing really concerning right now, if you're Lansing Community College, they're 0 for 4 from the free throw line. We could be tied up here, JJ.
Yep, and Caitlin Ray also doing a lot. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Steffi Kracko with 3 boards and a steal. This team is really rebounding very well right now, Chris.
Mimi McNutt gets the inbounds pass. Purdue guarding her near the top of the key. Gets a screen from Caitlin Ray. Tries to get in the lane, but good defense doesn't allow that from LCC. But it doesn't matter because Polinski is there for the three-pointer off the nice dish from McNutt. Pardon me. 6 points on the night now for Savannah Polinski. Here come the Stars into the front court. Uh-oh, another triple try for Knievel. This one no good. Mimi McNutt there for the long rebound. 19-12 our score. Start of the second quarter. Mid-Michigan Lakers ladies basketball. The men to follow. Doubleheader action here tonight. 92.3 FM, my1043.net, and on the MAC TV network. Polinski gets the ball down low. Jordan Polinski with a great move to create some space. She gets the lay-in to go to get herself on the board, and now a 9-point lead as the Lakers really start to take over.
Yep, this is more what we're accustomed to seeing from the Lakers, really in control of this game at the point in time.
Purdue with the ball on the perimeter, puts the drive on. Polinski does a great job getting to the basket, puts up the left-handed layup. It's no good, and Jordan Polinski clears the rebound. Hands it off to McNutt. McNutt into the front court. She's going to look to go coast to coast. Good defense makes her dribble tough to handle as she gets down on the block. Polinski on the drive, kicks it back to McNutt, who's open for a three. No good. Rebound is going to be a loose ball foul, I believe, going against Jordan Polinski down low. It'll send the ball back to the Lansing Community College Stars. 21-12 the score. 8:41 left here in the first half. Substitution coming in. It's going to be Aaron Witt coming in for Lansing Community College. 5 Lady Lakers out there. Mimi McNutt, Caitlin Ray, Jordan Polinski, Savannah Polinski, and the freshman from Clare, Ellie Johnson. Across the half-court line come Ridsdale, pardon me. I want to call her Rizdale, but it's Ridsdale. Swing it over to Hill. Hill drives, puts up the jumper, no good off the side of the rim. Grabbing the long rebound is Savannah Polinski. Georgia Hill's been their most aggressive offensive player here in the first half, just hasn't been able to get it going. As I say that, Savannah Polinski with an aggressive drive all the way in the lane. Her layup attempt no good. Georgia Hill there for the board. Swings it back to Ridsdale. Top of the key, they're going to look to get it to Purdue on the screen. It's not there though, so they swing it to Aaron Witt. With top of the key, now to Purdue. Purdue being guarded by Savannah Polinski. Good crossover move from Purdue, gets it into the lane, but good help defense. They got to retreat. Jumper now for Aaron Witt, no good. Jordan Polinski clears another rebound. This time she'll bring it up across the half-court line for the Lakers. Swings it over to Savannah Polinski. She now looks to drive, gets all the way to the hoop and lays it in with the right hand. A beautiful drive from Savannah Polinski. She has 8 points here in the first half, and she can give a little bit of that credit to Jordan Polinski on the nice dish.
Yeah, they're cruising now, Chris. And one thing I want to point out, the only player on Lansing with more than 1 rebound is Georgia Hill. She's got 5, whereas with the Lakers, they've got about 4 or 5 who have at least 3. So doing a much better job rebounding as a team.
And Ellie Johnson dives on the floor for the steal. Here come the Lakers. Polinski with the up fake. She drives, kicks it back to the top of the key. It goes to Caitlin Ray. Now over to Mimi McNutt. Now back up to Caitlin Ray. Now to Ellie Johnson. Johnson's turn to put a move on the floor. Polinski thought about another three-pointer. Now to Caitlin Ray. Good offensive possession here. Lots of ball movement from the Lakers. Jordan Polinski's 12-foot jump shot is no good. Good defense from Lauren Pryor. Purdue gets the ball into the front court for the Stars of Lansing Community College. Top of the key to Witt. Witt being guarded by Ellie Johnson. Now to Hill. Hill looks to drive. Good help defense. Switching on the screen with Caitlin Ray and Mimi McNutt. Ridsdale has the ball at the top of the key. Gives it to Hill. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. She's going to force up a jumper. It was great defense from Caitlin Ray. Almost blocked the shot. Getting it in the net. I wanted to say up on the rim, but it was a nothing but net lay-in for Georgia Hill.
Yeah, sometimes, Chris, good defense meets better offense, and that's just what we saw on that play.
23-14 our score, 6:10 remaining in the second quarter. Polinski with the ball, gonna get a screen. Gets in the lane, she looks to pass it out. She's gonna draw the foul call. She dribbled into 4, I wanna call LCC the Lakers all the time. I don't know why. Lansing Community College Lakers would just have a good ring to it. But they remain
the Stars.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
So as she drove in the lane, Polinski got surrounded by 4 Stars. Turned the ball over, but she drew the foul before that. Now inbound the ball, substitution as Steffi Kracko comes back into the game, replacing Caitlin Ray. Inbounds pass goes to Jordan Polinski. She spins, puts up the left-handed shot. It's no good, but she draws the foul and will head to the free throw line. Sophomore Jordan Polinski got the start tonight. She's been having a solid first half.
Yep, she works very well inside, Chris. She's aggressive, has the ability to post up. Good to see her get some more playing time.
Free throw up and in, 3 points for her. You know, when Allie Hook went out, she really had to start playing a lot more minutes, and she's done a great job since she's been able to come in and have a few more minutes. And sometimes that really helps you out. Sometimes you get off the bench and just have these short little spurts. You never really get into the groove of the game. I think it's louder to just be a little bit more comfortable out there. Ridsdale across the half-court line, swings it over to Georgia Hill, now to Purdue. Look to get it down low. It's a good pass down low to Pryor, but Mimi McNutt was there for the actual block, I'm going to call it, or she at least went straight up enough that it really caused a lot of trouble for Lauren Pryor, even though Pryor's got about 7-8 inches on Mimi. Mimi McNutt hands it off to Cameron Myers, who's back into the ball game for the Lakers. She'll run the point guard duties. Drives it down towards the baseline, kicks it back to Kracko. Kracko yet to put a shot up here in the second quarter after her terrific 11-point first quarter. Jordan Poplinski puts it on the deck. She looks to drive against Georgia Hill. Good defense from Hill. Now she puts it back on the deck, looks to put up the running hook shot. It's not there. Rebounded by Georgia Hill. Hill across the half-court line looking to go coast to coast for the Stars. Her shot is no good, though. Kracko battling for the rebound down low, and she comes up with it. She'll now put it on the floor and bring it across the line for the Lakers. She hands it off to Jordan Poplinski. To Mimi McNutt. McNutt puts it on the deck. Left-handed layup is no good. Good defense being played by Purdue. McNutt got by her, but Purdue used her length to make the layup difficult for Mimi McNutt. Remains scoreless here in the second quarter, but I don't think she minds all that much with her team being up by 11 points.
No, she's doing just fine, Chris. You know, hey, that's just the way this game works sometimes. You can come out, have an amazing first quarter, and then maybe you're not needed quite as much in the second quarter. It's just the way basketball works.
Witt across the half-court line. Swings it over to Hill, who's been very aggressive here in the first half, but got a lot to show for it, just 4 points. Or 6 points now, and she walks with it this time. See that a lot here in the college hoops, even. You think it's going to go away from high school, but it doesn't. You get your hands on the ball before you put it on the deck. You shuffle the feet, you pivot with one foot, you move the other foot. Things happen so fast sometimes with your feet. You go for travel out there.
Yep, as amazing as these athletes are, Chris, none of them are perfect, and sometimes you just see a little mistake like that.
Steffi Kracko with a really aggressive drive in the lane. Her layup attempt is no good. 4:23 remaining in the second quarter. 25-14, the Lakers remain on top. New with the ball in the front court. Once again, we're simulcast all over the place tonight. 92.3 FM at my1043.net and the MAC TV network at mactvnetwork.org/live. Jumper attempt is no good. Caitlin Ray gathers the board and brings it up for the Lakers. I love when Caitlin Ray gets a rebound because she plays down low, but she has the versatility. As soon as she gets it, she is heading right down court a la LeBron James getting a rebound. Long triple try for Savannah Poplinski is no good. Chasing down the rebound is Lauren Purdue. Great hustle, but her pass is stolen away, and it's an easy lay-in for Savannah Poplinski, who's now in double digits herself. She's got 10, Kracko's got 11. Even they lead LCC. It's 27-14 now. Just one field goal here in the second quarter for the Stars of Lansing Community College. Another jumper for Georgia Hill. This one is down. She has 8 points, and really the only player with any aggression, JJ.
Yep, and 8 rebounds and an assist to go along with that, Chris. She's really having an impact. The problem is her teammates aren't.
Cameron Myers in the front court, gets it off to Poplinski. Poplinski puts it on the deck. A great pass to Caitlin Ray, and Ray finishes the lay-in. Caitlin Ray now has 4 points, but what a play from Savannah Poplinski. She is turning in an excellent first half. Across the half-court line comes Erin Witt. Witt swings it over to Knievel. Knievel had 2 3-pointers in the first quarter, but has been held scoreless here in the second. And great defense from Mimi McNutt most of the quarter. Back up top to Georgia Hill. Hill trying to find another opening. Now they swing it to Purdue. Purdue puts up the triple try. No good. Rebounded by Steffi Kracko. Kracko with a touch pass to Savannah Poplinski, and here come the Lakers into the front court. 2.5 left into the second quarter. Poplinski with the drive, put up the left-handed layup. She's going to draw the foul against Knievel and head to the free throw line for a pair.
Right now, Chris, Mid-Michigan Lakers actually a very good free throw shooting team. As a team, they average 71.3%. That's 5th in the NGCAA.
That is an impressive stat, and as somebody who's, we've watched enough youngsters brick free throws. It's just really good to hear. I will say the free throw shooting this year has been better than it has the last couple years I've been doing high school sports. First free throw for Poplinski is down. She now has 11 points. She can make it 12. 30-16 our score. 2:33 left to go here in the first half. It was all Stars to start this game. I believe they had a 9-2 lead versus the Lakers, but since then, they haven't had a whole lot going. There's 2 field goals here in the second quarter, both coming from Georgia Hill. Ball goes down low, a very aggressive move from Gracelyn Hall, but she can't get the basket to go against Caitlin Ray. Ray once again grabs the board and brings it across the half-court line. Put a move on her defender. Hall passes it, stolen away. Good defense from Georgia Hill. With 8 points here in the first half. Hands it off to Ridsdale. Ridsdale back towards the top of the key, looking to call out a play, being guarded by Ellie Johnson. Swing it over to Daniels. Daniels now to Hill. Well, has it knocked away. Ellie Johnson gets it, and then she just takes it away from her. I believe she's going to get called for the foul. That foul's actually going to go against Georgia Hill. That's a tough one there if you're the Stars. Ellie Johnson comes in, knocks the ball away. Hill recovers it. Johnson comes back in and just kind of rips it away from her. And as she's taking it away, Hill gets called for the foul.
Yeah, that's what we call a grown move by Ellie Johnson right there, Chris. That was just aggressive to a T.
They usually say grown man move, but I think these girls, you know, we can say a grown woman move out here. Nice play from Ellie Johnson, just taking the ball away from the ball handler. Cameron Myers inbound it to Ellie Johnson. 1:49 remaining here in the first half. Kennedy Crawford back into the game along with Steffi Kracko and Caitlin Ray with the aforementioned Myers and Ellie Johnson. Kracko gets the ball at the elbow, puts up a left-handed hook shot, no good. Great defense from Tanisha Daniels. In the front court comes Knievel. She loses it off her foot and it's stolen by Kracko. Kracko's pass goes out of bounds though. So a miscommunication between her and Caitlin Ray there. Thought Ray was gonna cut for the pass, she didn't, so the ball goes out of bounds. No harm, no foul when you have a 31-16 lead and have only given up 4 points in the second quarter. Good play this time from Lansing Community College. They work around the perimeter and they set up Knievel for an open jumper. It was just a 2-pointer as she had her foot on the line. LCC really needed that basket right there. 31-18 our score. Ellie Johnson has the ball in the perimeter. She drives in lane. A right-handed runner goes off the rim and drives in for the freshman from Clare. Nice move right there.
Yep, and showing you right there that the future is bright, Chris, for this Michigan Laker team.
1 minute remaining here in the first half. 33-18 our score. LCC works it around the perimeter. Over to Knievel. Brings it back to the top of the key, being guarded by Cameron Myers. Looking to shove off on Cameron Myers right there a little bit, and then pass. It's going to be a bad one going out of bounds as Daniels got it and then looked to pass it back out onto the perimeter. Goes right into the Laker ladies bench. 42 seconds left here in the first half. Got the Mid-Michigan College Foundation halftime show coming up. Talk a lot about this game. Talk about some of our other games coming up this week. Talk a little bit about this boys game that we've got coming up too. We got a full timeout on the floor right now from Coach Rodenbow. 33-18 our score. If you're Coach Rodenbow, what are you saying in the huddle right now?
Well, I think you tell them, hey, it wasn't a great start to the game, but you picked up. That's the most important thing. You take their best punch, and then in this second quarter, they've just dominated, barely allowing any offense from the Stars. So I would just say, continue what you're doing. Keep playing the fundamentals, play a solid game, and you're going to win. I mean, just because, and I think it's, even though they do play them again in about a week, and this game technically doesn't mean much, it still means a lot for pride. It's sophomore night here. If you don't want to get that win for your sophomores, then why are you even out here doing it? So I think there's still a lot of motivation to win this game.
Having a great first half for Savannah Polinski. She has 12 points, 11 for Steffi Kracko to pace these Lakers to 33 and just 18 in the first half right now for Lansing Community College, and 3 field goals in the second quarter. And do 4 free throws really make a difference in this ball game? Probably not, but 0 for 4 at the end of the first quarter from the free throw stripe. It could have been a tie game, 16 all at the end of the first quarter. I don't know if that's something that went into the conversation at the end of the first quarter with LCC, but it's been all Lakers in the second quarter.
Yeah, well, I think the Stars knew coming into this that if they were going to beat the Lakers, they were going to have to play their best game and maybe a little bit more. So, obviously, if you're going to be playing them in the playoffs, this isn't the result you want to see, but you can at least get some film, go back, try to make some adjustments depending on how the game goes.
Yeah, they had a great 3-4 minutes to start the game, but since then, hasn't been so good. Kennedy Crawford, Ellie Johnson at the top of the key, 23 seconds left in the half, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. To pass it down low to Myers, it's going to be stolen away. Ridsdale has the ball across the half-court line for LCC, 10 seconds left. She puts up a runner, no good. She's going to draw the foul and head to the free throw line for 2. See if she can get something going from the free throw line. Ridsdale, 5 points per game, 3 assists per game on the season for LCC.
At the line for the Stars.
Leading scorer, Abigail Knievel on the year, averages 13 points per game with no more. Jada Moorhead, she has 8 points here in the first half. First free throw goes down for Ridsdale.
You know, I just happened to look at my notes, Chris. As a team, the Stars shoot 59% from the free throw stripe, so maybe that's a little indicative of what we've seen so far tonight.
The second one also goes down. A little bit of a jumper from the free throw line from Celia Ridsdale. Myers has it 9 seconds, 8 seconds across the half-court line, looking to make something happen. Just get a screen from Caitlin Ray. Over to Ellie Johnson. Johnson's going to have to force it up, and she draws the foul. Ooh, boy, that is going to be 3 free throws with 0.2 seconds left on the clock. And that's the type of thing that really makes a coach frustrated if you're LCC, and if you're Coach Rodenbow, you almost get frustrated by it too, even though it's your player going to shoot some free throws.
Well, I saw she wasn't the one who committed the foul, but I looked over at Celia Ridsdale, and she just looked to the sky in disgust. She knows how big of a mistake that was.
Ellie Johnson, a freshman from Clare, averaging 5 points per game on the season in limited minutes. Misses her first free throw. Not really anything that's going to be able to happen after this with 0.2 seconds remaining. If you're LCC, you're just going to touch the ball, and the half is going to be over. Second free throw rattles around and drops in. So got a lot to talk about here at the Mid-Michigan College Foundation halftime show. The boys game coming up. Third free throw drops in 2 of 3 from the stripe, and there's the 0.2 seconds off of the clock. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter, or the first half, pardon me. 35-20 our score. It's been all Mid-Michigan Lady Lakers. Back with your Mid-Michigan College Foundation halftime show right after this. 92.3 FM, my143.net, and on the MAC TV network.
Since 1994, the Saginaw Chippewa Indian
Hey Michigan, did you know that filling out the census helps fund life-saving medical programs? Money for Medicare, Medicaid, and My Child are directly tied to your participation. Filling out the census is quick, easy, and beneficial for you and your family. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts, everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Hey Michigan! Did you know that filling out the census helps with school lunches for your children? Money for school lunches relies pretty heavily on your census participation. Filling out the census is quick, easy, and beneficial for you and your family. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts. Everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Sports are about more than just a game. High school sports bring the community together.
Whether you're cheering for a touchdown, three-pointer, home run, or an ace,
you share something in common.
That's why MAC TV Network is proud to be part of the community.
We bring the spotlight to your athletes.
MAC TV Sports is the home of St. Louis,
Mount Pleasant, Sacred Heart Academy,
Blair, and Harrison.
MAC TV Sports, your town, your team, your sports.
Hi, I'm Keith, and I've been on the St. Louis Fire Department for 40 years now.
My name is Alex Velasco. I've been in the fire department about almost 16 years.
So my name is Jenny. I've been on the fire department for just over 4 years now.
My name's Casey Scott. It's been 11 years now that I've been on the fire department here in St. Louis.
My name's Sean. I've been a St. Louis firefighter for a little over 3 years now.
It's a big, happy family. Can't get a better group to work with, that's for sure. But if you want to be a firefighter, it's something that not everybody can experience unless you got the heart for it. But it is well worth it.
So one of the reasons why I joined was because my older brother was on it, and I just watched him go through these amazing transformations in who he was to who he became, and I had the same drive and passion as he did, and I wanted in on that.
We're there to support each other. We're like a big family in the fire department.
We were dispatched to someone that was in cardiac arrest, and when we got on the scene, the woman was clinically dead on the floor, and after working on her for a little bit, we got her pulse back. We loaded her in the ambulance. I was fortunate enough I got to ride in the ambulance to help the paramedics on the way to the hospital. And on our way there, an amazing thing happened. Her eyes popped open and she could breathe on her own. And by the time we got to the hospital, she was talking to us.
We need more firemen. We're not alone, but we need people to step up. It's a fulfilling job, something that gets to you. Is it everybody's thing? I can say not everybody's thing, but in general, most people, when they get a good taste of it, it's important to them and in their lives and in their families.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. Broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
Humane Animal Treatment Society is an animal adoption center that helps find animals forever homes and provide them with certain medical treatments. There are many ways you can help their cause. You can volunteer at HATS by running and reading with the animals, helping the staff with daily routines, and photographers can take pet pictures to boost their portfolio. There are still many animals looking for a forever home. See other ways you can make a difference at www.hatsweb.org.
Hey, Michigan! Did you know that filling out the census means valuable education programs for your children's schools? Head Start, special education programs, and Title I for school funding all benefit from your participation in the census. And when schools benefit, your child does too. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts. Everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Hey Michigan, The census is confidential, so let your voice be heard. It's the law that personal information cannot and will not be shared with any agency, and you won't be asked about your citizenship or immigration status. Don't let rumors, misunderstandings, and misinformation prevent you from filling out the census. Your voice does count. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts, everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org. Hey, Michigan. Did you know that filling out the census helps fund life-saving medical programs? Money for Medicare, Medicaid, and My Child are directly tied to your participation. Filling out the census is quick, easy, and beneficial for you and your family. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts, everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Hey, Michigan! Did you know that filling out the census helps with school lunches for your children? Money for school lunches relies pretty heavily on your census participation. Filling out the census is quick, easy, and beneficial for you and your family. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts. Everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Sports are about more than just a game. High school sports bring the community together.
Whether you're cheering for a touchdown, three-pointer, home run, or an ace,
you share something in common.
That's why MAC TV Network is proud to be part of the community.
We bring the spotlight to your athletes.
MAC TV Sports is the home of St. Louis,
Mount Pleasant, St. Gotthard Academy,
Blair, and Harrison.
MAC TV Sports, your town, your team, your sports.
Hi, I'm Keith, and I've been on the St. Louis Fire Department for 40 years now.
My name is Alex Velasco. I've been in the fire department about almost 16 years.
So my name is Jenny. I've been on the fire department for just over 4 years now.
My name's Casey Scott. It's been 11 years now that I've been on the fire department here in St. Louis.
My name's Sean. I've been a St. Louis firefighter for a little over 3 years now.
It's a big, happy family. Can't get a better group to work with, that's for sure. But if you want to be a firefighter, it's something that not everybody can experience unless you got the heart for it. But it is well worth it.
So one of the reasons why I joined was because my older brother was on it, and I just watched him go through these amazing transformations in who he was to who he became, and I had the same drive and passion as he did, and I wanted in on that.
We're there to support each other. We're like a big family in the fire department.
We were dispatched to someone that was in cardiac arrest, and when we got on the scene, the woman was clinically dead on the floor, and after working on her for a little bit, we got her pulse back. We loaded her in the ambulance. I was fortunate enough I got to ride in the ambulance to help the paramedics on the way to the hospital. And on our way there, an amazing thing happened. Her eyes popped open and she could breathe on her own. And by the time we got to the hospital, she was talking to us.
We need more firemen. We're not alone, but we need people to step up. It's a fulfilling job, something that gets to you. Is it everybody's thing? I can say not everybody's thing, but in general, most people, when they get a good taste of it, it's important to them and in their lives and in their families.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. Broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
Humane Animal Treatment Society is an animal adoption center that helps find animals forever homes and provide them with certain medical treatments. There are many ways you can help their cause. You can volunteer at HATS by running and reading with the animals, helping the staff with daily routines, and photographers can take pet pictures to boost their portfolio. There are still many animals looking for a forever home. See other ways you can make a difference at www.hatsweb.org.
For you. Durable product, great price. That's Central Asphalt. Find them on South Bradley and Mount Pleasant. Central Asphalt, an equal opportunity employer and proud part of Fisher Companies.
Welcome back to More Courts. Courtside with Chris Bachman, JJ Pung, all over the airwaves. You can't even try and ignore us tonight. MAC TV Network, 104.3.net and 92.3 FM, 35-20. Our halftime score. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Mid-Michigan College Foundation halftime show. More Mid-Michigan College Foundation post-game show, pre-game show coming up after this one. But Lady Lakers got a little business to finish off here. They continue to play defense like they played in that second quarter, JJ. They might not need to score another point here in this one, only giving up 8 points to Lansing Community College.
Yeah, well, you could say in the beginning of the game that they were seeing stars, Chris.
Oh,
but I had to do it. I had to do it.
I got to do this here.
I
just did it to you.
I'm sorry, I just had to do it.
You were right. 35-20 now our score, though, because now it's the Stars seeing Lakers in their dreams or nightmares because things are not going well.
No, I mean, and as we noted going into the game, that there's such a huge disparity between what the Lakers average on offense, which is about 72, and what Lansing averages, which is about 55. They're below even that average right now. And, you wonder with Jada Moorhead not playing tonight for whatever reason, I mean, where else are the shots going to come from? Because she averaged about 20 a game in the 8 games she played. And after that, they just don't really have a good scoring option.
Yeah, I mean, think about Kracko, Polinski, 11 for Kracko all in the first quarter. Polinski doing damage in the second quarter. Leading scorer for Mid-Michigan is scoreless. Mimi McNutt didn't score a point in that first half, yet you're up by 15 whoppers. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, that's pretty good, and that's definitely a great sign going into when they'll play this team again in the playoffs.
Mimi McNutt, looking at some of her stats, a little bit of a cold shooting streak the last couple weeks, but if you're Coach Rodenboy, you kind of think, hey, better now than as when we start tournament play, because she's going to heat up then. A quick foul in the open court. Going to give Steffi Kracko. Lansing will inbound it from underneath their own hoop. It's the same sophomores that started the game. Caitlin Ray, Savannah Polinski, Jordan Polinski, Steffi Kracko, and Mimi McNutt. They get the ball into Georgia Hill. Georgia Hill being hounded by Steffi Kracko. Hill doesn't want anything to do with it. She passes it up to the top of the key to Ridsdale. Ball ends up back in the hands of Knievel as they look to set something up. Now back to Ridsdale. Now back to Knievel with just 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Not a great offensive possession right here for the Lakers. Ridsdale is going to have to launch it from deep. It's an air ball that goes out of bounds. And so you don't want to start the half with a possession like that.
I mean, there was just zero penetration. Just happy to pass it around the perimeter. Nobody getting anything done. Not what you want to see.
Purdue got the ball in the corner with about 5-6 seconds left on the shot clock, and she obviously didn't know because she had no hustle and bustle in her play. McNutt across the half-court line, off to Jordan Polinski. Look to get it down low to Kracko. Kracko with a tough catch. Swings it out to Caitlin Ray after a quick double team. Now back to Kracko. She puts up the runner in the lane and gets it to drop in. She now has 13, averages 15 and 8, and her averages continue to go up. As you heard me and JJ talk about, she had 30 last week in a ball game for the Lakers. 37-20 now the score. This one's starting to get out of hand for Lansing Community College. Was kind of used to that at 6-11 in conference play. As I say that, Ridsdale knocks down a triple. She now has 5. I was almost expecting her to turn around and stare at me after that one, JJ. Right after I said something, she knocked it down.
That would have been great, Chris. I would have loved it if she gave me a stare down.
Mimi McNutt into the lane. She draws the foul. She'll head to the free throw line at 2. Looking to get herself in the scoring column for the first time tonight, which is kind of an odd thing to say. But as we said earlier, Mimi McNutt, she's worried about W's, and that's about it. We got to speak with her after a game earlier this year. Just a class act.
Yes, indeed. It was fun for me to hear who some of her basketball greats, the people she looked up to, were, and really a student of the game she is.
A little sad to hear James Harden, but She gets to the free throw line like James Harden, I'll say that.
I mean, he's good to look up offensively.
This is true. She's got a little bit more defensive game, or a little bit more grit to her game, I will say. She splits the pair. She's now got 1 point. 38-23 is our score. Forced shot by Georgia Hill, but she gets it to drop down. She now has 10 points. Good defense on the play on the jump shot from the elbow, but it goes down for Hill. The front court comes Mimi McNutt. Spin move, pass knocked away and stolen. Great defense down there from Knievel. Ridsdale into the front court. Looks to swing it to Knievel, but it's stolen away by Savannah Polinski. Polinski looking to go coast to coast. She's being chased down, and she is fouled by Knievel as she looks to lay it in. She led to the free throw line for a pair.
That's 3 steals for Savannah now, Chris. Very active on the defensive end as always.
Yeah, she is really quick out there. I would not want to try and cross her over. I bet she would pick my pocket pretty easy.
Yep, I think she'd have your knees wobbling by the end of it, Chris.
Well, the knees are already wobbling. That's half the problem. Polinski knocks down the first one. Here comes the second. She gets that one to go. Now 4 for 4 from the free throw line. 14 points to lead all scores for Savannah Polinski. 39-25 the score. Ridsdale across the half-court line, gets it off the hill, now down in the corner to Purdue. Now back up top, three-pointer for Knievel, drops down. So back-to-back three-pointers for Lansing Community College, giving them the old Dumb and Dumber. You're telling me there's a chance? 40-28 now, our score, 7:30 left to go here in the third quarter. McNutt taking her time, coming across the half-court line, gets a screen from Caitlin Ray, thinking about that deep three-pointer, and she does put this one up. No good, in and out. Looked good from here. We had a good angle on it. Rebound, it goes to Knievel. Knievel's got 11 points. She thought about stepping into another three-pointer, but Savannah Polinski erases that with some good defense. Layup is no good for Purdue. Steffi Kracko clears the board. Gets it off to Jordan Polinski. Polinski into the front court. Nobody's going to pick her up, so she takes it all the way down to the baseline to Caitlin Ray. Ray to Mimi McNutt. Mimi McNutt looks to go underneath the defender. She doesn't get the foul call. She gets a little bit of a clothesline from Georgia Hill. Hill now looks to go coast to coast with it. Nothing there, so it goes back to Ridsdale. Ridsdale with another deep three-pointer. This one no good, catches nothing but air as it goes out of bounds back to the Lakers. 40-28 our score. I like the aggression that I'm seeing, though, from Knievel and Ridsdale. They're going to be open for the three. They're going to take that shot. That's not a bad play.
No, and you also have to think about, this game, it's still technically not out of reach. And also you want to be able to prepare and have things to work on for it next week when they play for real in the playoffs.
Ellie Johnson has the ball on the perimeter. Opposite the Lakers bench, goes down low to Caitlin Ray. Caitlin Ray, kind of a similar move to Mimi McNutt, looks to go underneath the defender. A lot of contact, no foul call. Here comes Purdue into the front court for Lansing Community College. Back to Ridsdale at the top of the key. Back over to Knievel right in front of the LCC bench. They get it down low. The jumper is good from Tanisha Daniels. Daniels' first points since the first quarter. Doesn't really average a whole lot of points per game, but averages 8 rebounds per game down low for LCC, doing some of the dirty work. Back to a 10-point game. Kracko gets the ball in the paint. She turns, puts up the hook shot, no good. Good defense down low from the aforementioned Tanisha Daniels. Ridsdale into the front court for LCC, 40-30. They're going to get back into this ball game. Trailed by 15 at the half. They have nipped the lead down to 10. Ridsdale being guarded by McNutt. Let's get it to Knievel, and it's going to be an offensive foul going against Purdue. Great hustle out there from Ellie Johnson trying to get around the screen. She really drew that foul right there with a hustle. Substitution coming into the game for Lansing Community College. I'll run down your 5 Lady Lakers out there once again. Ellie Johnson, Steffi Kracko, Caitlin Ray, Mimi McNutt, and Savannah Polinski. Score is 40-30 with 5:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Man-to-man defense from Lansing Community College. Mimi McNutt looks to get it to Kracko at the elbow. Kracko turns to face up her defender, kicks it out to Caitlin Ray. Ray with a nice up fake. She drives. The left-handed scoop is no good. That made that a more difficult shot than it had to be. Ridsdale pump fakes on the triple try. Takes it back up to the top of the key. 20 seconds on the clock here for LCC. 5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. They trail by 10. A travel out on the perimeter going against Georgia Hill as she looked to put it on the deck against the Lansing, or the Laker defender, pardon me. Full timeout now coming. And we will keep things right here with 5:12 left to go in the third quarter. 40-30 our score. Now, it hasn't been pretty, but LCC has been more aggressive here in the third quarter, and it's definitely paid off for them.
Yep, they've connected on a few shots, Chris, looking a little bit better offensively, and technically, it's still only a 10-point lead. They've limited Mid-Michigan to just 5 points this quarter, so good work defensively as well. We'll see what happens here. I think the next few minutes are really going to decide where the rest of this game goes.
And Abigail Knievel has 11 points. She hasn't gotten the ball a lot. I'd like to see her try and get the ball in some more ISO situations. She's been impressive. Freshman guard out of St. John's.
Yeah, she really has, Chris. We see that she has an outside shot. She's able to, as you said, work in ISO situations. She's also got a couple of steals on the defensive end, so she can be an aggressive player when she needs to be. It's still it's too much of Georgia Hill and Knievel and not a lot else offensively, really.
Yeah, Ridsdale had that nice looking triple try, but then her next one was an air ball, and so you kind of wonder, well, do you want her taking those shot attempts or no? 40-30 our score, 5:12 left to go here in the third quarter. It is doubleheader action. Chris Bachman, J.J. Punk, courtside at Maury Courts. For the Laker Hoops, all over the airwaves. 92.3 FM, my1043.net. Also on the MAC TV Network, mactvnetwork.org/live. Minut gets the ball across the half-court line, and now exactly halfway through the third quarter. Looking to get it to Kracko. She's got the ball on the block, being guarded by Daniels. She looks to back down Daniels, the right-handed hook shot. It's not going to be good. It goes down, but they're going to call a foul on Kracko on the drive. Getting a little too physical there, she said. She shares a couple smiles with some, I think, coaches behind us here on the sidelines.
Yeah, she was feeling a little incredulous about that one, I think, Chris. You can see her just kind of looking at her teammates and what? But hey, the refs have a better view than we do.
Coach Rodenbo not happy about that. I actually hear him bleeding through a little bit right now. Not happy with the officials. But this game getting a little tighter, though. If you're Coach Rodenbo, you got to start riding the officials a little bit here. We're going to have a foul going down low. I believe that's going to be going against Steffi Kracko as well. That is her fourth call. So two nippy-dicky foul calls going against Kracko here in about the last 14 seconds.
Yep, and that's really big, Chris, to have her out probably until the fourth quarter. That's a huge loss.
Yep. Cameron Myers comes back into the game for the Lakers. Here's Knievel with another three-pointer, in and out this time. She was open, though. You did not want to let her keep shooting. Caitlin Ray gathers the board and brings it into the front court for the Lakers. Hands it off to Mimi McNutt. 40-30 our score, 4:20 left to go here in the third quarter. Great move from Mimi McNutt. She gets all the way to the basket, lays it in, and draws the foul.
Yep, and that's just Mimi McNutt right there. You said she hasn't had much of a big impact scoring on this game. Well, she just decided right there to turn it on, drive straight to the hoop, and get an easy one and the foul. She can come alive at any time, Chris.
She just needs a sliver of space to get to the hole to get a basket for her team. She now has 4 points. We're going to have a timeout on the floor, just a 30-second timeout. 43-30 our score, 4:19 left to go in the third quarter. I think this is one of those timeouts where Coach Rodenberg said, hey, you talked about it in football a lot. Sometimes when you can put your foot on a team's throat, you need to do that. I think that's what he's telling his squad right here.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're Coach Rodenbo, you're looking at it, on paper, record-wise, statistics-wise. You know that the Lakers are a better team than the Stars, so it's time to show up and act that way. And I think that's what he might be impressing upon his players right now. You really need to put an end to this game now. Let's coast to a good win on sophomore night.
Let's give some more love to the fans here, too. Sophomore night, the stand's pretty darn full for this girls' hoops game. And I imagine the boys' game, when we get started here in a little bit, is going to be standing room only here at court number 8 at Maury Courts. Chris Bachman, J.J. Punk coming to you live all over the airwaves, as I'll say all night long, MacTVNetwork.org/live. Also on 92.3 FM and at my1043.net. And the inbounds pass is Ridsdale. She comes across the half-court line, now trailing by 13. LCC's got to keep that offense going here. Georgia Hill has the ball. It's going to be hard hounded by Cameron Myers. Zone look here for the Lakers. Hill has the ball, looks to get it to the elbow, now kicks it out. Here's a three-pointer for Witt, no good off the side of the rim. Savannah Polinski gathers the rebound. Bring it across the half-court line for the Lakers. She's going to look to go coast to coast, kind of the same play that Mimi McNutt just had. She got a step on her defender. Nobody was down low for LCC, so she took it to the basket and drew the foul. Polinski's 4 for 4 from the charity stripe. She has 14 points tonight to lead all scorers in this ballgame.
Yeah, but that's just what a sophomore leader does, Chris. I mean, she comes night in and night out and shows up to every game. Great performance so far from Savannah Polinski.
She knocks down both free throws. And in the games that we have seen this year, we haven't seen her have one of these games yet where she really goes off scoring and shooting it very well. Happy to see that for her tonight here on sophomore night. 16 points for Savannah Polinski, and ultra efficient, including 6 for 6 from the free throw line. Purdue gets the ball to Witt, now over to Ridsdale. Back in the corner, it goes to McFarland, who's into the game for the first time here. Hill has the ball. It's knocked away by Ellie Johnson. Johnson dives on the floor. She can't quite get there. Witt gets it, picks it up, puts up the 18-footer, and she gets it to go down. Confident-looking jumper right there from Aaron Witt. But quickly, here comes Mimi McNutt into the front court. Stops and pops from three. This one no good. Long rebound goes into the hands of Ridsdale. Across the half-court line, here comes LCC. Witt's going to step into a three-pointer this time. Looks to go glass, not there. Mimi McNutt jumping for the rebound, looking to tap it out of bounds. I think she might get called for the foul call there. Kind of a tough call going against Mimi McNutt.
Yep, I'm not sure I agree with that one, Chris, but I see, at least in the second half a little bit, the refs are calling this a little bit tighter.
I would agree with you there, JJ. 19 fouls for going both ways here. 5 going against LCC, 4 going against the Lakers. Ridsdale has the ball at the top of the key, over to Witt, now in the corner to Hill. And once again, LCC just passing around the perimeter against this 2-3 zone. Doesn't seem like they're trying to be aggressive at all. As I say that, Ridsdale launches a three-pointer. It's no good. Polinski brings down another rebound. Brings it into the front court. She's going to be double-teamed. Kicks it off to Caitlin Ray. Ray over to Mimi McNutt. She thought about the three, pump fakes. It's going to slow things down, being guarded by Georgia Hill. Cameron Myers with the ball. Screen for Caitlin Ray. Drives it down, gives it off to Ellie Johnson. Johnson with a nice up fake. She gets in the lane and lays it off the glass and in. Now 6 points for Ellie Johnson, the freshman from Clare. 47-32 our score. 15-point lead once again for the Lakers as they kind of stymied the little run. First quarter run and a third quarter run for LCC. But is that all they got? As the Lakers have been able to handle both of them pretty well. Witt has the ball, swings it in the corner to Hill. Hill with an up fake, then she steps into the jumper. Rattles around, no good. Savannah Polinski is getting every rebound here in the third quarter. She's also going to draw a foul, however, heading to the free throw line where she is 6 for 6 on the evening.
That's 6 rebounds for her now, Chris, to go along with an assist and 3 steals, so she's doing pretty darn well tonight.
She leads all scores with the aforementioned 16 points and make it 18 at the line here. Lady Lakers looking fantastic to pick up a victory here tonight. In Michigan men will take the court about a half hour after this game. Then Polinski knocks down that free throw. Take a short break in between games. We'll be back with more Mid-Michigan College Foundation pregame show for the men's game. Second free throw also goes down. Now 8 for 8 from the free throw line for Savannah Polinski. And that's how you score points efficiently right there, ladies and gentlemen.
We all know here, at least those of us who listen to these games, that makes Chris Spockman very proud.
Sure does. Across the half-court line comes Witt, 2-3 zone look once again for the Lakers. Witt over to Ridsdale. Ridsdale now down in the corner to Purdue. Back to Ridsdale. Cameron Myers not allowing the triple try from Ridsdale. Good job. Continue to work it around. Aaron Witt's going to kind of step into a three-pointer. She gets that one to go. Aaron Witt now with 5 points here in the third quarter. That was a big basket. Once again, just kind of keeping LCC in this game. Be really tough for him to come back, but when you look at the score, 14 points, it's not impossible. As I say that, Mimi McNutt says maybe it is impossible. As I bury a triple, she now has 7 points on the night. Starting to come alive here in the second half for sophomore night. 52-35 now our score as the lead continues to stretch. Mimi McNutt now with a steal. She's going to look to go coast to coast. She beats her defender to the right-hand side of the hoop. She lays it up, no good. She kind of this little shucks herself off there, that one. She's got to kind of walk that one off. Got a timeout on the floor right now, and I think Coach Rodebo's looking at Mimi McNutt saying, I don't need you doing that in this situation. No. She really put the ball on the deck, looked to go hard all the way to the right side of the hoop, beat the defender to that side of the hoop, but still took a little bump. Maybe came down on a little, a little awkward on that surgically repaired knee, but she looks like she's ready to go. But I think if you're Coach Rodebo, you say, hey, let's slow it down a little bit here.
Yep, I mean, of course you want to play hard and win this game, but at the same time, you know, this team especially has a lot in front of them the rest of the season, and you wouldn't want to jeopardize that with arguably your best player going down with an injury.
Yeah, and only 8 players on the roster. Kennedy Crawford, Jordan Polinski, Ellie Johnson, Cameron Myers, Steffi Kracko, Caitlin Ray, Savannah Polinski, Mimi McNutt. You've heard their names, but there's nobody else behind it. There's nobody else buried on that bench. Allie Hook is out with an injury, and so this is what they got. They need to be ready to go. Candy Crawford looks to get it into Jordan Poplinski. She does. Poplinski looks to drive it on the baseline. She loses it. Great defense from Lauren Pryor. LCC into the front court. Back to Witt. Surely going to be watching her this time as she knocked down a three-pointer on the last possession. Now in the corner to McFarland. Back up top to Witt. Now to Purdue. Purdue with the ball in the corner, looking to make a move on her defender. Great defense from Ellie Johnson. She passes down on the block, then gets it back, and she puts up the three-pointer. Shot is long, no good. Caitlin Ray gathers the board. 17 seconds left here in the third quarter. Cameron Myers has it at the top of the key. Guarding her is Celia Ridsdale. Jordan Poplinski gets it, up back to Cameron Myers. Myers on the drive, the left-handed runner is good. Wow. What a shot right there from Cameron Myers. Her first points on the night, but they were spectacular. 54-35, we have reached the end of the third quarter. It is all Lakers on 92.3 FM at my1043.net and the MAC TV network.
Transporting large...
Hey, Michigan. Did you know that filling out the census helps fund life-saving medical programs? Money for Medicare, Medicaid, and My Child are directly tied to your participation. Filling out the census is quick, easy, and beneficial for you and your family. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts, everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Hey, Michigan! Did you know that filling out the census helps with school lunches for your children? Money for school lunches relies pretty heavily on your census participation. Filling out the census is quick, easy, and beneficial for you and your family. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts. Everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Sports are about more than just a game. High school sports bring the community together.
Whether you're cheering...
Fourth quarter, 18 points for Savannah Polinski, 13 for Steffi Kracko. Picked up a couple goofy foul calls in that third quarter. Had to sit on the bench for a while, but her teammates picked up the scoring forward, continued to play great defense. It's all Lakers here after that first couple minutes of the first quarter.
Yeah, but at this point, Chris, they just want to coast to a win. You know, this one is pretty out of reach at this point, given the offensive struggles from Lansing. I find it hard for them to come back from a 19-point deficit. So if you're the Lakers, just settle in, get through this game healthy, and it's on to the playoffs, baby.
LCC scored 12 in the first quarter, 8 in the second quarter, 15 in that third quarter. As Jay just said, 19 points is going to be a lot for them to make up. As we say that, Aaron Witt steals the ball away from the Lakers. Gets it to Ridsdale. Now in the corner to Knievel. Knievel triple try. It's no good. Caitlin Ray gathers the rebound. I feel like if they had any chance, that triple would have had to gone down right there.
Yep. I mean, they're going to have to go on some kind of run at this point. This one, Chris.
Cameron Myers gets it off to Ellie Johnson. Johnson with the up fake. Gets it in the lane. The right-handed runner, no good. She looks to gather her own rebound. She slaps at it. Goes off the backboard. Gets tied up with Graceland Hall. And Hall quite a bit bigger than Ellie Johnson. Johnson took the lead end of that one. She hit the deck. Savannah Polinski coming back into the game, replacing Kennedy Crawford. 5 Lady Lakers out there. Savannah Polinski, Ellie Johnson, Cameron Myers, Jordan Poplinski, along with Caitlin Ray. 54-35 our score. 9-10 left to go here in this ball game. We'll have a little bit of a break after this, after we take a look at that Mid-Michigan College Foundation post-game show. A little MHSA sports break, and then we'll be back with the Mid-Michigan College Foundation pregame show for the boys. Knievel with the ball. She's going to step into a jumper, kind of double-teamed Poplinski and Cameron Myers. With great defense on that one. Caitlin Ray gathers the board and brings it into the front court for the Lakers. Hands it off to Ellie Johnson. Johnson looks to cross over a defender, but good defense from Witt, knocking the ball away. Recovering it is Caitlin Ray on the floor. She dives for it, kicks it back to Savannah Poplinski. Poplinski is going to step back, take a triple. Oh, what a shot right there for Poplinski. She's now got 21 on the night.
Yeah, that was just a heat check, pure and simple, Chris. And you know what? It is hot at Maury Courts.
Triple try, up and good. Answering right back is Elena McFarland. We're going to have a quick timeout coming from Lansing Community College. Just a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here I think if you're the coach from LCC, you're kind of saying, well, we still got a chance, even though it's a 19-point lead. 8 minutes is still a lot of time to play basketball. But let's talk a little bit about Savannah Polinski. Now has 3 3-pointers, 21 points on the night. As JJ said, she makes me very proud, very happy, going 8 of 8 from the free throw line. She didn't even have to make a basket in the third quarter, and she was still able to score 6 points by being efficient at the charity stripe.
Yeah, just really a complete offensive game from Savannah Polinski, playing very well out there, taking control of this team on a bit of an off night for Mimi McNutt, but she really hasn't had to step up too much. Her teammates have been taking care of the load.
Well, she does now have 7 points.
She does.
That's
she
nothing
does.
to schmooze at there.
Well, I'm not, Chris. Don't go
You ain't schmoozing?
No.
Cameron Myers brings it across the half-court line. Mimi McNutt is back into the ball game. Over in the corner, Poplinski's got another triple try, and why not? It's all Savannah Polinski tonight. She has 24 points on sophomore night. What a great game she is having. 60-38, this one definitely out of reach now. 7:50 left in the fourth quarter. 22-point advantage for the Lakers. An air ball. Rebound goes to Steffi Kracko. Kracko across the half-court line to Cameron Myers. Myers over to Mimi McNutt. Back to Kracko at the baseline. They're going to get it down low to Jordan Poplinski. Instead, she looks to drive baseline and pass it to Poplinski. Poplinski with a nice touch pass out to Mimi McNutt. The three-pointer no good. That would have been a really neat play if that went down for Mimi McNutt.
You know, one thing I saw that was interesting on that last defensive possession, they were giving Savannah Poplinski a lot of space at the three-point line. I mean, how can you do that after she's made so many?
Bad defense.
Well, yeah, I guess you have a point there, Chris. You got it.
3-2 zone look now from the Lakers. LCC gets it down in the corner. Drive shot no good from Elena McFarland. Grabbing the rebound is Kracko. Across the half-court line. Now 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. It's all Lakers. 60-38 they lead. Nutt with the ball in the corner. She brings up the top of the key. Now back to Kracko. Once I said earlier, only 8 players on this team. You can't really empty out the bench if you're the Lakers. Nutt has the ball at the top of the key. She gets in the lane. Her runner is no good. Jordan Poplinski gathers the rebound. The putback is good, and the foul. Jordan Poplinski now has 6 points, and she can make it 7 at the free throw line. Poplinski girls having a great night tonight now, combined for 30 points.
How about that, Chris? Great story. You know, these two have had such an impact on the program, you know, and it's great to see them be so successful on sophomore.
Kennedy Crawford comes into the game, replaces Cameron Myers. Poplinski's free throw is good. Sophomore now with 7 points on the night. Nobody there to get the ball for LCC and Ridsdale. She looks to inbound it, so chasing it down is going to be Tanisha Daniels. Good hustle from her to help out her teammate. 3-2 zone look continues for the Lakers. Triple try is no good for Knievel. Big rebound down low for Daniels. Daniels looks to pass it right away. She does not want to shoot the ball. Back to Ridsdale. There's another three-pointer for Knievel. Kennedy Crawford, great defense getting out there. Steffi Kracko grabs the board. 6 minutes, 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Poplinski with the ball on the baseline. Savannah, that is, passes it to Jordan. Would have been a great play. Jordan Poplinski can't get the lay-in, and she all shucks herself. Here comes Lansing Community College. Jumper from Witt, no good. Kennedy Crawford there with the rebound for the Lakers. McNutt to Savannah Poplinski. Now back to Steffi Kracko. Now to Mimi McNutt. Now over to Kennedy Crawford. Triple try for the freshman, no good off the rim. Grabbing the rebound is Knievel. Knievel with 11 points on the night to lead all scorers for Lansing Community College. Gets it up to Ridsdale. Ridsdale now to Witt. 5:40 left to go here in the fourth quarter. LCC pretty much out of this one, but if they're going to get back into this one, they need to be much more urgent than they are right now. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Witt into the lane. Her runner no good. Jordan Poplinski with a good box out and rebound. That across the half-court line. Jordan Poplinski. She puts the ball on the floor, kicks it out to Savannah Poplinski, now to Steffi Kracko. Kracko on the drive, looks to get to the hoop. Runner no good, but she draws the foul. She's going to head to the free throw line for 2. Steffi Kracko has 13 points on the night, including 11 in the first quarter. Those were a big 11 points. It was a 92 lead for Lansing Community College. And Kracko went on a little run by herself, and ever since then, it's been all Lady Lakers. There's one small run for Lansing Community College in the third quarter, but they were only able to get it within 10. It was 40-30. You know, you can tell the story. It's been a 23-8 run since then. 63-48 our score. First free throw, no good for Steffi Kracko.
Yep, I mean, Steffi really, she was the one that got the Lakers into this game, and then Savannah just took off and ran with it from there. But, you know, again, they're just both so important to this team, and as we noted, with only 8 players in the rotation, everyone needs to contribute.
Second free throw goes down, now 14 on the night for her. 64-38 our score, halfway through the fourth quarter. Jumper from the free throw line, a little bit in from Graceland Hall is no good. Kracko with the board, here come the Lakers into the front court. Back to Cameron Myers, back into the ball game for the Lady Lakers. Jordan Poplinski getting a breather. It's got Caitlin Ray, Steffi Kracko, Kennedy Crawford, Cameron Myers, and Savannah Poplinski. Here's a three-pointer for Myers, no good. Battling for the rebound down low is Kennedy Crawford. She tips it to get it to her teammate, Caitlin Ray. It's back on the perimeter. She looks to put it on the deck. Nice move from Crawford. Gets it back to her teammate as the Lakers work some clock. Poplinski with an up fake. Kicks it back up top to Kracko. Extra pass to Cameron Myers. She up fakes, gets in the lane. Runner is good. What a possession right there from the Lady Lakers. You waste the entire shot clock, and you get a great shot at the end of it from Cameron Myers. Myers, the freshman, now with 4 points. 66-38 in our score. This one all about the Lakers right now, and a great night for sophomore night for a number of these Lady Lakers. Shot no good in the lane. Getting her own rebound is Graceland Hall. Her second shot attempt is no good. She's going to get the ball one more time, and she'll draw a foul on her third shot attempt. She's going to head to the free throw line for a pair. Steffi Kracko is going to come out of the game. Sophomore night in the sophomore leagues. What a game for her, though. 14 points. 11 in the first quarter. You know it's good when the broadcasters even got to give a little clap.
Yep, and go along with 10 rebounds and 2 steals, Chris. Great game for Steffi.
First free throw in and out for Graceland Hall. Graceland Hall, one of the sophomores for this team out of Weberville. And the night on a positive note. She does get that one to go down. We got a timeout on the floor, a full timeout here from Lansing Community College. We'll continue to keep it right here. 66-39, 4 minutes left. One of those, I don't really know what you're saying to your players this time. You're down by 27, but say, hey, let's continue to work hard. We play these guys next week. Maybe let's give them something to think about going into next week. I'm not really sure what the game planning is here with that timeout.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the rest of this game goes, I mean, it's a wash for LCC at this point. I think if you're their head coach, Coach Mike Ingram, you're thinking about, okay, so we came out in this game, we played fairly well, we gave them a good punch, had a nice little lead, and then it all just went to shambles from there. So at this point, I think it's about picking up the pieces, trying to maybe find a little bit of success against them here in garbage time, and then make sure you've got a lot of good things to work on for the game in the playoffs.
Yeah, like I said, it's going to be a tough task for this Lansing Community College team to come back next week and beat the Lakers, to be right back here at the same place. The first quarter, they had a little something going that gave you a thought. Abigail Knievel knocked down 2 3-pointers, but she just hasn't really got the shot attempts in the second, third, and fourth quarter to try and keep her team in the game. Not that she alone herself could have done it. Let's give some credit to that Laker defense. Obviously keying on her. If we're not calling her name as much, she's just not open.
Yep, yeah, great work from the Lakers on defense, obviously holding the Stars well below their scoring average tonight.
A little bit of press action here now from LCC. Maybe a little too late, but trying to make Mid-Michigan College hurry, and Savannah Polinski doesn't have a problem with that as she beats everybody to the basket. She lays it in. There's a nice hesitation move to the three-point line. Get a little bit of space from her defender, and the right-handed layup goes in. She now has 26 points. Daniels with the ball on the perimeter. Get it down low, and pardon me, they don't get it down low because knocking it away and stealing it is Caitlin Ray. Ray gets it up to Cameron Myers, now to Kennedy Crawford. Crawford puts it on the floor, looking to find an opening. It's not there. Gets it back out to Caitlin Ray. Ray to Poplinski. Poplinski's got it knocked away from her. Good defense from Georgia Hill. Hill now looking to go coast to coast, one-on-one with Ray. Great defense from Ray, just going straight up. A great hustle, getting back for the rebound. Graceland Hall gets it. She's going to draw the foul and head to the free throw line for a pair.
And I think maybe we did see a slight adjustment here from Lansing because they are still hustling pretty hard out there, Chris, despite the fact that this game is well out of reach.
Savannah Poplinski's now going to come out of the game. And, you know, it's one of those things. You got 5 sophomores. You only wish you had 5 players to bring in for them so you could get them all their own little ovation. But Not going to be able to happen here. Maybe we will see Coach Rodenbaugh putting some sophomores back in to take some back out.
Yep.
Try and get everybody their own little ovation because this class deserves it. First free throw good for Hall. Second one no good. 68-40. Now our score. 3 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Ray's going to hand it off to Crawford. Crawford now to Ellie Johnson. Johnson looking to get it down low to Ray. Pass not there. Good defense being played by Georgia Hill. Ray now does get it. She retreats towards the three-point line for the pass. Ellie Johnson, Kennedy Crawford. Crawford putting on the deck, driving the baseline, kicks it back to Ray. Ray with the jumper. She knocks it down. Caitlin Ray with her first points of the second half. She only has 6, but a big impact in a lot of other ways.
Yep, she's got 11 rebounds, Chris, 4 assists and 2 steals.
Georgia Hill with the jumper on the baseline, off the back of the rim, off the front of the rim, no good. Caitlin Ray gathers the rebound down low. It's going to be a jump ball, though, as Graceland Hall also has a piece of it. Possession arrow, keep it here with Mid-Michigan. 30-point lead now for the Lakers, 70-40, 2:21 left to go in the fourth quarter. Evil with the ball, opposite the Lansing Community College bench. Gets it to Hill. 2-3 zone look now from the Lakers. 8 seconds left on the shot clock as Knievel puts it on the deck. Kicks it out to Ridsdale. She puts up a three-pointer off the rim, no good. Caitlin Ray grabs the board. Under 2 minutes remaining now. Lakers coasting to their 25th victory of the season. Be 15-3 in conference play. Ellie Johnson puts up the three, no good. Caitlin Ray gives the Lakers another possession. Crawford looking to get it down low to Jordan Poplinski. Poplinski looking to create space, and she is going to draw a foul on Graceland Hall. Hall and Poplinski still out there battling with 1:42 left in a 30-point game.
Just simply no quitting these players, Chris, despite the fact that, as you said, it's a 30-point disparity at this point. Just a complete clinic put on by these Laker women today.
It'll be a non-shooting foul, so Lakers inbound it from underneath their own hoop. It goes into Jordan Poplinski. Poplinski with a spin move, left-handed hook shot, no good. Nice move, just could not get the basket to go. Poplinski with a nice night. Jordan Poplinski, that is, with 7 points. Savannah, 26 points on the night. Drive in the lane, swatted away. It was a good drive from Georgia Hill, but even better defense from Caitlin Ray. It's going to be another jump ball that'll give it back to Mid-Michigan. 1:25 left in the fourth, a 30-point advantage for the Lakers. It's going to run some clock here. A little bit of pressure being applied by LCC. But no trouble here for Lansing, or for Mid-Michigan, pardon me. Crawford to Cameron Myers. She's going to put up the triple. No good off the back of the rim. Poplinski gets called for the loose ball foul as she looks to get the board from Graceland Hall. Still some whistles being called here in the final minute. Got to give some credit to the officials. You need to call it consistently the whole way through. In this game, they've done a very good job calling things consistently.
Yep, you know, we say the players, you got to play all 40 minutes. If the refs, well, you got to call it all 40 minutes, and that's what they're doing here today.
NCC's got the ball. Just a minute 5 left in the ball game. 70-40 remains our score. Ball goes in the middle. Graceland Hall is going to turn, put up the jumper, no good. Nobody wants to get the rebound for Mid-Michigan College. Eventually, Caitlin Ray does grab it. Once again, shows that versatility from her forward position, bringing it up into the front court. Now to Ellie Johnson. Johnson to Kennedy Crawford. Crawford looks to get it to Caitlin Ray. Pass knocked away. Ray does end up with it. 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. Ray with a nice move. She gets in the lane. Right-handed layup goes. 8 points now for Caitlin Ray. She averages 9 and 9 on the season. Ends up being right at that average. No foul from Coach Rodenbaugh. About a second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Got your Mid-Michigan College Foundation post-game show coming up after this. And stealing it away to end this game is Ellie Johnson. Gets it back to Myers, and they're just going to hold this one. 72-40 is going to be our final. A very impressive performance from the Mid-Michigan Lady Lakers. When you think about this is the team you're going to see again next week, you got to feel pretty darn good about heading into that MCCAA playoffs. 72-40 is our final. Short break. We'll be back with the Mid-Michigan College Foundation post-game show right after this. Big win for the Lady Lakers, 72-40. It is Lakers basketball, 92.3 FM, 914.3.net, and the MAC TV network.
Please come over.
Since
rebounds, although a lot of those came right there at the end in garbage time. She also had 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Savannah Polinski with 6 rebounds, an assist, and 3 steals. Steffi Kracko.
Her favorite personal and team memories, being able to take a charge at almost every single game this season when we needed it. Her hobbies outside of school, pursuing my career as a licensed cosmetologist. And her favorite class at mid is any of my psychology classes. Sorry, Chuck. And Savannah Polinski, a shooting guard, has been with the team for 2 years. Highlights of her career is hitting the game-winning shot at Kellogg. Her favorite personal and team memories, our team being ranked top 10 in the country. Her hobbies and interests outside of school are participating in at the Northwestern Michigan Fair. Her academic achievements at mid, being a member of Phi Theta Kappa. And her favorite class at mid is her speech class with Kim Shea. At this time, if we could get a round of applause for Jordan and Savannah Polinski. And now I would like to introduce Mimi McNutt, our all-time leading scorer. She is accompanied by her mom, Heather McNutt, and her dad, Vic McNutt. Highlights of her career are going to the state finals in her senior year of high school. Her favorite personal and team memories, becoming all-time leading scorer, making it to state finals last year, and making all-tournament team, and being ranked 10 in the nation. Her hobbies and interests outside of school are eating and chilling with my dog Dave and Steffi. Favorite class at Mid-Michigan, speech with Kim Shea. A round of applause for Mimi McNutt. And now Steffi Kracko, our all-time, not all-time. She has played 2 years at mid. Her parents are Kim and Dave Kracko. Highlights of her career, beating Muskegon for the first time in the program's history on Muskegon's home court. Her favorite personal and team memories, going to the Pistons game and riding on the giant Blue Dog scooter with Allison through the Grand Rapids Mall. Her hobbies and interests outside of school, playing Xbox and spending time with my pets. In her favorite class at Mid-Michigan College, abnormal psychology. Once again, a round of applause for Steffi Kracko. And now, Allison Hook. She is accompanied by Doreen and Steve Hook. Her highlights. This year I haven't had the opportunity to play as much as I would have wished to do to being injured. But what stood out to me was having my teammates come around me and show me how much they support me. Her favorite personal and team memories, getting to know each other and growing together. Her extracurricular activities. Crew, a worldwide organization, a caring community, passionate about connecting others to Jesus Christ. Hobbies and interests outside of school, traveling, being immersed in other cultures. Kids Hope. She works with 5th grade girls to be her friend and help her know that she is loved. Her favorite class at mid, anatomy and physiology with Deb Claypool. Once again, a round of applause for Allison Hook. And now, Caitlin Ray. Our all-time block leader and defensive rebound leader. Accompanied by her parents, Kurt and Chris Ray. Her highlights of her career are breaking the all-time number of blocks record for mid. Her favorite personal and team memories, team breakfasts before games, becoming best friends with a girl who broke my elbow in high school, and jamming out and singing throwback song in Coach Braun's van. Her extracurricular activities at mid are Phi Theta Kappa National Honor Society. Her hobbies and interests are spending time with her family, hanging out with her friends, and playing sports. And her favorite class at Mid-Michigan is Education Intro to Teaching with Lucia Eldon. Once again, Caitlin Ray. The mid coaching staff would like to thank these 6 young ladies for all their hard work on and off the court. They have been outstanding representatives of mid and our program. Caitlin, Meany, Steffi, Savannah, Jordan, and Allison have been instrumental in the success that we have had over the past 2 years. They have a combined record of 49-8, 50-8 with tonight during their career here. Even though they will be moving on, they will always be part of our Laker family. We are proud of all of you and wish you nothing but the best in the future. Once again, our women's sophomore class. And at this time, I would like to introduce our sophomores from our men's team. We'll start out with Dre Tumanen, a guard from Negaunee High School. Dre is joined on the court by Michelle Friel tonight. Highlights from his career include achieving the best regular season record in Mid-Michigan's men's basketball program history. His favorite memory is going tarps off after beating Mott. So far, Dre has achieved over a 3.0 cumulative GPA. His hobbies are painting, walking his dog, and going to camp. His favorite classes at Mid-Michigan have been anatomy and physiology, 1 and 2. Again, a nice round of applause for Dre Tumanen. I would like to now announce Keegan Brooks, a guard from Cadillac High School. Keegan is accompanied by his parents, Jeff and Katrina Brooks. Highlights and memories for Keegan are having the most high fives in Mid-Michigan college history. Was someone counting that? Okay. And making it to the district Final Four last season. Keegan is part of the 3.0 GPA club with a 3.4 GPA. His hobbies include fishing and being with friends and family. His favorite class at Mid-Michigan has been Intro to Sociology with Chuck Bowden. Once again, a round of applause for Keegan Brooks. And now, Caleb Kuiper, a forward from Roscommon High School. Caleb's parents, Doug and Carla Kuiper, are here with him tonight. Highlights of Caleb's career are coming back from injury to earn a starting spot and being chosen as a leader by his teammates and coaches. Caleb's favorite memories are last year's team camping trip and attending a Grand Rapids Drive game this year. Outside of basketball, Caleb also played for the Mid-Michigan College baseball team. Caleb will graduate with his associate's degree in May and continue to pursue a career as an educator. His hobbies include beating his teammates in ping pong, playing pickup basketball, lifting, and softball. His favorite class at Mid-Michigan College has been sociology with Chuck Bowden. A round of applause for Caleb Kuiper. And last but not least, Jalen Rutherford, a guard from Davison High School, our all-time leading career points leader. Jalen is escorted onto court by his parents. Not escorted by his parents, Vincent and Cecilia Rutherford. Highlights in memory of his career at Mid-Michigan include beating Mott this season, hitting the buzzer beating game winner last year in the tournament against Muskegon, and the team bonding trip last year. Jalen enjoys fishing, listening to music, and watching TV. Jalen's favorite class at Mid-Michigan has been English 222. Jalen is the all-time leading scorer in Mid-Michigan College's men's program history. He currently has 1,196 points for a career average over 22 points per game. A round of applause for Jalen Rutherford. One last round of applause for our players and their parents for supporting them throughout their career. Thank you. We'll have a 20-minute warm-up for the men before the game starts.
Hey Michigan, did you know that filling out the census helps fund life-saving medical programs? Money for Medicare, Medicaid, and My Child are directly tied to your participation. Filling out the census is quick, easy, and beneficial for you and your family. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts, everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Hey Michigan! Did you know that filling out the census helps with school lunches for your children? Money for school lunches relies pretty heavily on your census participation. Filling out the census is quick, easy, and beneficial for you and your family. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts. Everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Sports are about more than just a game. High school sports bring the community together.
Whether you're cheering for a touchdown, three-pointer, home run, or an ace,
You share something in common.
That's why MAC TV Network is proud to be part of the community.
we bring the spotlight to your athletes.
MAC TV Sports is the home of St. Louis,
Mount Pleasant, Sacred Heart Academy,
Blair, and Harrison.
MAC TV Sports, your town, your team, your sports.
Hi, I'm Keith, and I've been on the St. Louis Fire Department for 40 years now.
My name is Alex Velasco. I've been in the fire department about almost 16 years.
So my name is Jenny. I've been on the fire department for just over 4 years now.
My name's Casey Scott. It's been 11 years now that I've been on the fire department here in St. Louis.
My name's Sean. I've been a St. Louis firefighter for a little over 3 years now.
It's a big, happy family. Can't get a better group to work with, that's for sure. But if you want to be a firefighter, it's something that not everybody can experience unless you got the heart for it. But it is well worth it.
So one of the reasons why I joined was because my older brother was on it, and I just watched him go through these amazing transformations in who he was to who he became, and I had the same drive and passion as he did, and I wanted in on that.
We're there to support each other. We're like a big family in the fire department.
We were dispatched to someone that was in cardiac arrest, and when we got on the scene, the woman was clinically dead on the floor, and after working on her for a little bit, we got her pulse back, We loaded her in the ambulance. I was fortunate enough I got to ride in the ambulance to help the paramedics on the way to the hospital. And on our way there, an amazing thing happened. Her eyes popped open and she could breathe on her own. And by the time we got to the hospital, she was talking to us.
We need more firemen. We're not alone, but we need people to step up. It's a fulfilling job, something that gets to you. Is it everybody's thing? I can say not everybody's thing, but in general, most people, when they get a good taste of it, it's important to them and in their lives and in their families.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. Broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
Humane Animal Treatment Society is an animal adoption center that helps find animals forever homes and provide them with certain medical treatments. There are many ways you can help their cause. You can volunteer at HATS by running and reading with the animals, helping the staff with daily routines, and photographers can take pet pictures to boost their portfolio. There are still many animals looking for a forever home. See other ways you can make a difference at www.hatsweb.org.
Hey, Michigan! Did you know that filling out the census means valuable education programs for your children's schools? Head Start, special education programs, and Title I for school funding all benefit from your participation in the census. And when schools benefit, your child does too. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts. Everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Hey, Michigan, the census is confidential, so let your voice be heard. It's the law that personal information cannot and will not be shared with any agency, and you won't be asked about your citizenship or immigration status. Don't let rumors, misunderstandings, and misinformation prevent you from filling out the census. Your voice does count. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts, everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org. Hey, Michigan, did you know that filling out the census helps fund life-saving medical programs? Money for Medicare, Medicaid, and My Child are directly tied to your participation. Filling out the census is quick, easy, and beneficial for you and your family. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts, everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Hey, Michigan! Did you know that filling out the census helps with school lunches for your children? Money for school lunches relies pretty heavily on your census participation. Filling out the census is quick, easy, and beneficial for you and your family. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts. Everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Sports are about more than just a game. High school sports bring the community together.
Whether you're cheering for a touchdown, three-pointer, home run, or an ace,
You share something in common.
That's why MAC TV Network is proud to be part of the community.
We bring the spotlight to your athletes.
MAC TV Sports is the home of St. Louis,
Mount Pleasant, St. Gotthard Academy,
Clare, and Harrison. MAC TV Sports. Your town, your team, your sports.
Hi, I'm Keith, and I've been on the St. Louis Fire Department for 40 years now.
My name is Alex Velasco. I've been in the fire department about almost 16 years.
So my name is Jenny. I've been on the fire department for just over 4 years now.
My name's Casey Scott. It's been 11 years now that I've been on the fire department here in St. Louis.
My name's Sean. I've been a St. Louis firefighter for a little over 3 years now.
It's a big, happy family. Can't get a better group to work with, that's for sure. But if you want to be a firefighter, it's something that not everybody can experience unless you got the heart for it. But it is well worth it.
So one of the reasons why I joined was because my older brother was on it, and I just watched him go through these amazing transformations in who he was to who he became, and I had the same drive and passion as he did, and I wanted in on that.
We're there to support each other. We're like a big family in the fire department.
We were dispatched to someone that was in cardiac arrest, and when we got on the scene, the woman was clinically dead on the floor, and after working on her for a little bit, we got her pulse back. We loaded her in the ambulance. I was fortunate enough I got to ride in the ambulance to help the paramedics on the way to the hospital. And on our way there, an amazing thing happened. Her eyes popped open and she could breathe on her own. And by the time we got to the hospital, she was talking to us.
We need more firemen. We're not alone, but we need people to step up. It's a fulfilling job, something that gets to you. Is it everybody's thing? I can say not everybody's thing, but in general, most people, when they get a good taste of it, it's important to them and in their lives and in their families.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. Broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
Humane Animal Treatment Society is an animal adoption center that helps find animals forever homes and provide them with certain medical treatments. There are many ways you can help their cause. You can volunteer at HATS by running and reading with the animals, helping the staff with daily routines, and photographers can take pet pictures to boost their portfolio. There are still many animals looking for a forever home. See other ways you can make a difference at www.hatsweb.org.
Hey, Michigan! Did you know that filling out the census means valuable education programs for your children's schools? Head Start, special education programs, and Title I for school funding all benefit from your participation in the census. And when schools benefit, your child does too. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts. Everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Hey, Michigan, the census is confidential, so let your voice be heard. It's the law that personal information cannot and will not be shared with any agency, and you won't be asked about your citizenship or immigration status. Don't let rumors, misunderstandings, and misinformation prevent you from filling out the census. Your voice does count. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts, everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org. Hey, Michigan, did you know that filling out the census helps fund life-saving medical programs? Money for Medicare, Medicaid, and My Child are directly tied to your participation. Filling out the census is quick, easy, and beneficial for you and your family. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts, everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Hey, Michigan! Did you know that filling out the census helps with school lunches for your children? Money for school lunches relies pretty heavily on your census participation. Filling out the census is quick, easy, and beneficial for you and your family. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts. Everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Sports are about more than just a game. High school sports bring the community together.
Whether you're cheering for a touchdown, three-pointer, home run, or an ace,
you share something in common.
That's why MAC TV Network is proud to be part of the community.
We bring the spotlight to your athletes.
MAC TV Sports is the home of St. Louis,
Mount Pleasant, Sacred Heart Academy,
Blair, and Harrison. MAC TV Sports, your town, your team, your sports.
Hi, I'm Keith, and I've been on the St. Louis Fire Department for 40 years now.
My name is Alex Velasco. I've been in the fire department about almost 16 years.
So my name is Jenny. I've been on the fire department for just over 4 years now.
My name's Casey Scott. It's been 11 years now that I've been on the fire department here in St. Louis.
My name's Sean. I've been a St. Louis firefighter for a little over 3 years now.
It's a big, happy family. Can't get a better group to work with, that's for sure. But if you want to be a firefighter, it's something that not everybody can experience unless you got the heart for it. But it is well worth it.
So one of the reasons why I joined was because my older brother was on it, and I just watched him go through these amazing transformations in who he was to who he became, and I had the same drive and passion as he did, and I wanted in on that.
We're there to support each other. We're like a big family in the fire department.
We were dispatched to someone that was in cardiac arrest, and when we got on the scene, the woman was clinically dead on the floor, and after working on her for a little bit, we got her pulse back. We loaded her in the ambulance. I was fortunate enough I got to ride in the ambulance to help the paramedics on the way to the hospital. And on our way there, an amazing thing happened. Her eyes popped open and she could breathe on her own. And by the time we got to the hospital, she was talking to us.
We need more firemen. We're not alone, but we need people to step up. It's a fulfilling job, something that gets to you. Is it everybody's thing? I can say not everybody's thing, but in general, most people, when they get a good taste of it, it's important to them and in their lives and in their families.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. Broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
Humane Animal Treatment Society is an animal adoption center that helps find animals forever homes and provide them with certain medical treatments. There are many ways you can help their cause. You can volunteer at HATS by running and reading with the animals, helping the staff with daily routines, and photographers can take pet pictures to boost their portfolio. There are still many animals looking for a forever home. See other ways you can make a difference at www.hatsweb.org.
Hey, Michigan! Did you know that filling out the census means valuable education programs for your children's schools? Head Start, special education programs, and Title I for school funding all benefit from your participation in the census. And when schools benefit, your child does too.
Welcome back to More at Courts. Chris Bachman, JJ Punk coming to you live all over the place. MAC TV Network, 92.3 FM and my1043.net. It's a big win for the Lady Lakers on sophomore night, 72-40. Now can the men do the same thing? Taking on Lansing Community College. LCC comes in at 13-15 on the year, 9-8 in conference play. Mid-Michigan Lakers come in at 18-9, 11-6 in conference play. One of the head-scratching losses to this LCC team earlier this month.
Yeah, but that wasn't Lansing, Chris. I think home cooking is going to be on Mid-Michigan side tonight.
Yep, and when you think about it being sophomore night, a little extra special. And I always like to look and see, where the players are from on the opposing roster. You've got Aaron Latimer from Rowlett, Texas. And you've also got, where is it here? I saw a freshman forward, Xavier Andrews from Brooklyn, New York. And
How about that?
You got some out-of-staters here, always kind of cool to see. So we'll see how much those guys see the floor. A little bit more local flavor. Staying in the Michigan area for most of these mid-Michigan Lakers, you got, I think it's Darian Tandy from the Indianapolis area and Enrique Andrade from Buckley via Brazil. So you got your sophomores being introduced right now for the starting lineup for the mid-Michigan Lakers. And I believe we're going to see that. I don't think Caleb Kuipert's going to be able to start for this team, though, tonight.
No, unfortunately not. But, these Lakers sophomores, they mean so much to this program. They've really helped build it up from the ground. And it'll be nice to see him put on one more show tonight.
Yep. Actually, as we say that, it's not going to be all freshmen. Arion Evans remains in the starting lineup. But I guess you think about it, with Kuipert being out, only 4 sophomores in this lineup. And so, boy, they got a lot of guys coming back next year, don't they?
Yes, they do. Obviously you're losing Jalen, you're losing Dre, you're possibly losing Javel, but they've got a lot of really good talent there.
Arion Evans, Isaac Hungerford, Tim Stewart, Darion Tanday, Enrique Alexander, Anthony Rogers, Kevin Newell, Michael Kramer, TJ Rady, Peyton Fountain is redshirted this year, all going to be back, and then some more local flavor going to be on this team next year too that we're real excited about. And we'll talk more about that as we move towards the summer and towards next season. In the middle of the circle is going to be Javel Lewis along with Tevin Ali to jump it up. I said you see those two standing next to each other, not the same height, but you give that strength. I think Javel Lewis benches a little bit more than Ali.
I would agree with you, Chris.
Tap is going to be won by Lewis. It goes into the hands of the all-time leading scorer for the Mid-Michigan Lakers, Jalen Rutherford. Actually have another home game after this one. I'll say it one more time. You got to see this kid play before he leaves Mid-Michigan. First jumper is no good off the side of the rim. Grabbing the rebound is Tevin Taylor for LCC. Taylor swings it over to Skylar Wilson. Wilson, a 12 points per game scorer. Gets it back to Darius Young. Young does everything for this team. 17, 6, and 5 on the season. Being guarded by Arion Evans. Good defense being played by the Lakers. Just kind of passing the ball around the perimeter now. Just 5 seconds left on the shot clock. LCC not really doing anything. Now a three-pointer is forced up, and it banks in for Skylar Wilson. One of the weirdest possessions I've ever seen to open up the game. They just kind of waste the entire shot clock and put up a bad three-pointer, but it goes down for Wilson. Can Arion Evans match it? Yes, he can. Evans with a big triple. It's 3-3 here in the early going. We'll see if LCC's got a little bit more of an offensive game plan on this possession. Pass it around the perimeter. Man-to-man defense right now from the Lakers. Back up top. Deontay Smith has it, goes into the middle of the lane to Taylor. Taylor's shot is good, and a tough one too at that. Had a little bit of lean on him, a little bit of a push in his back going against Tuneman. Not enough for a foul, but just got to make it uncomfortable. Right, Tuneman with the up fake on the perimeter. He gets in the lane. His right-handed layup is no good. Javel Lewis there for the offensive board. He up fakes. He puts up the second shot. This one drops in. Javel Lewis already with an offensive rebound and a putback here in the early going. Across the half-court line comes LCC. The Stars look to get it down low. Rutherford is there playing close defense. He gets caught on the up fake. Shot attempt is no good for Deontay Smith. I think the shot blocking ability of Lewis affected that one. Rutherford into the front court. You got to stop him when he gets into the open court. He gets the lay-in to go and the foul. What a move from Rutherford. When he comes across the half-court line, if you don't stop him before the three-point line, you're in a lot of trouble defensively.
Rutherford coming up limping a little bit after going down to the floor.
That's why he's out there, JJ.
Yeah.
He is a lot tougher than we are.
That's for sure.
Rutherford looking for the old-fashioned three-point play. He gets that one to go. He now has 3 points. He got 3 for Arion Evans and 2 for Javelle Lewis. 8-5 here in the early going. The Lakers with the lead over LCC. Work the ball around the perimeter, goes down to the corner. It's Tevin Ali being guarded by Javelle Lewis. It's not really a whole lot of offensive movement down low from Lansing here on these first several possessions. Now 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Looking to drive is Tevin Ali. He creates some space, draws the foul against Javelle Lewis. Looked like it might have been a little bit of a push-off on Ali, but he does a good job of kind of flailing in the air to get the foul call.
Yep. I mean, as you were saying, Chris, we're just not seeing too much offensive ingenuity from Lansing so far. They've gotten it inside on a couple of occasions, but it wasn't really for a post-up. It was just, excuse me, 2 really awkward shots, really. But it happened to work out for him.
And Dre Tuneman is going to have to come out of the game. It looks like he's actually bleeding from the mouth. Darion Tandy comes in to replace him. And Tuneman, not a guy you want to lose.
No.
And Coach House actually calling for the trainer right now. We'll see what's up with Dre Tuneman as soon as we can get a report. First free throw for Tevin Ali drops in. Ali, one of the big stars on this team for the Stars. 16 points per game, 9 rebounds per game coming into tonight's ball game. 9-8 in conference play is LCC. 11-6 for the Mid-Michigan Lakers. Guaranteed a home game next week in the MCCAA tournament. Doubleheader action next Tuesday here with the girls once again. Second free throw is down for Ali. Darion Tandy, who replaced Dre Tuneman, brings the ball across the half-court line. Rutherford with the ball. Quick dribble drive. He gets in the lane. Left-handed runner. No good. Looks to get his own rebound, but it's gathered by Tevin Taylor. Strong rebound for Taylor down low. The front court quickly. Ball goes to Tevin Ali on the baseline, down in the corner, right in front of the Mid-Michigan Laker bench. Back up to the top of the key to Darius Young. Now back to Smith, back to Skylar Wilson. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And once again, Lansing Community College just working around the perimeter, not really being any aggressive. Here is the jumper from the baseline, no good. Keegan Brooks skies to the rebound. Just questionable offensive possessions here in the early going for Lansing Community College. Seem more concerned with wasting time than scoring points. Darion Tandy's not going to waste any time with his triple try. Shot no good. The long rebound goes into the hands of Tevin Ali. Ali into the front court. Now swinging in the corner. Tevin Taylor's going to slow things up for LCC. Back to the top of the key to Young. Wilson's going to crank up another three-pointer. This one nothing but net. Skylar Wilson with 2 big threes here in the early going. 7-8 our score. The Lakers on top. And you wonder, the Lakers really like to get up and down. Maybe that's Lansing's Community College's plan, is let's make sure we slow them down.
Yep, they might be trying to have a chance to catch their breath there for a minute, Chris, because with Jalen Rutherford running the show, MMC really moves.
Lewis gets the ball down low. Kind of a fake double team, so he gets it back to Rutherford. Rutherford now looks to drive, step back jumper from the elbow, no good. Joel Lewis there for the rebound, but it's taken away by Tevin Taylor. Taylor having a nice first half here for the Stars of Lansing Community College. He looks to get the ball down low to Smith. Smith gets it. He faces up on Arion Evans. Looks to make a move. Nothing happening. He's got to give the ball back out towards the half court to Darius Young. Now back to Wilson. Back to Tevin Taylor. 10 seconds on the shot clock as they get it down low. Young looks to create a shot against Jalen Rutherford. Great defense from Jalen down low, making it a difficult shot. Rutherford into the front court to Arion Evans. Rutherford sets a screen for him. They hand it off to Tandy. Tandy now handing it off to Rutherford, who's going to step right into the triple try off the back of the rim. No good. Tevin Ali gathers the rebound for LCC. Rutherford still trying to find his shot here in the early going. 10-8, Lansing Community College on top of the Lakers. Senior night here at Morey Courts for Mid-Michigan College. Swat down low for Javelle Lewis, and another one. Tevin Ali with nowhere to go with Javelle Lewis all over him. Rutherford into the front court. Looks to get to the left side of the hoop, create some space. Lots of contact on the lay-in. No foul call. Here comes the Lakers into the front court. Or pardon me, LCC into the front court. 14:49 left in the first half. 10-8 our score. Lansing Community College on top. A little give-and-go action, but it's not there. Stolen away by Keegan Brooks. Brooks into the front court. Hand off to Arion Evans. Evans looking to step into the three-pointer. Now back to Brooks, who puts up the triple try. Nothing but net. Keegan Brooks gives a point to his teammate, Arion Evans, who gave him the extra pass to knock down the triple try. 11-8, the Lakers now on top.
That shot was just pure, Chris. I could tell from the minute he let it go, that one was going in.
I said in the early going, he can score the basketball. I saw it at Cadillac High School. Here is an absolute brick from Deontay Smith on the other end. MCC into the front court. Darion Tandy looks to drop it back to Arion Evans, but a little miscommunication there. That's a bad pass. You don't want those mistakes if you're Darion Tandy. Some substitutions coming into the game. Dre Tuneman still out of the game. Look like they might be trying to take some blood off of his jersey. 5 Lakers out on the floor. Keegan Brooks, Anthony Rogers, Isaac Hungerford now out there. Darion Tandy, Jalen Rutherford remain on the floor for the Lakers, who have an 11-10 lead. 14 minutes left in the first half. Tim Stewart now ready to check back into the game. Look to get the ball down low to Taylor. Pushing him from behind before he caught the pass was Isaac Hungerford. Stewart checking into the game, so he is going to replace here for a moment. Rutherford going to head to the break for a little bit of a head to the bench for a little bit of a break, as I say that backwards.
Yeah, but he needs it, Chris. He's been running all up and down this court. Good time to get him a little bit of a break.
Wilson gets the inbounds ball, gets it back to Darius Young. Young still scoreless, 17 points per game score on the season. It's been all about Skylar Wilson, who makes a nice pass down low and an easy lay-in for Brandon Suttles. But what a great pass and drive there from Skylar Wilson. Keegan Brooks has the ball, looks to drive against his defender. Good defense from Tevin Taylor. Kick it out to Tim Stewart. Stewart now back to Brooks. He up fakes on the drive, kicks out to Hungerford. Hungerford's able to set his feet in and out on the triple try. That one, I thought it was down, and so did everybody in the gym, but it rims out. Here comes LCC into the front court. Up faking a drive for Suttles. Kicks it back. Here's a really deep three-pointer that is good for Skylar Wilson. That one from the volleyball line about 30 feet. And Wilson knocks it down now 3 for 3 from triple land here in the first 7 minutes of the first half. LCC up 15-11. Darion Tandy gets the handoff, looks to get all the way to the hoop, but cutting him off is Darius Young. Young kicks it back to Keegan Brooks. Brooks wants a screen from Anthony Rogers. He gets it, looking for the roll. It's not there. Now to Tandy. Tandy on the drive. Great up and under move. Creates some space, but he cannot get the lay-in to go. Into the front court for the Stars of Lansing Community College is Young. Young kicks it off. Three-pointer is up and no good for Ty Andretis, who's into the game for LCC. Rebound goes to Stewart. He brings it up into the front court for the Lakers. 15-11 our score. 12:30 left in the first half. An up and down pace here, but neither team really shooting well from the field. Hungerford looks to catch the ball in the corner. He's got to just barely save it, and it goes into the hands of Darius Young for Lansing Community College. Setting his feet, putting up another three-pointer is Andretis from way out. It's no good. Rebound down low from Tevin Taylor. His putback attempt is no good, but he draws the foul.
So far, Lansing, they came to play, Chris. They're playing pretty well. As you said, neither team really finding much of a shot so far, so it's been a lot of who can take over down low, who can, get off on just one shot on an offensive possession. And so far, Lansing hanging in there.
Free throw for Tevin Taylor. Rattles around and drops in. He now has 3 points here in the early going. Let's take a look at the men's basketball standings here. Lansing Community College right behind Mid-Michigan College. So these two teams would not open up the playoffs against each other. They might meet up if they won a game or two. Second free throw also drops in for Taylor. He's got 4 points. 12:10 left to go here in the first half. It is a 17-11 lead for Lansing Community College behind 3 three-pointers from Skylar Wilson. Tandy gets a screen from Anthony Rogers. Swings it to Hungerford. Hungerford now going to hand it off to Keegan Brooks. He's the type of guy that senses, he might need a score right now, so he's going to take it to the cup. Great pass to Rogers down low. Rogers looks to create some space. Gets it in and the foul. Keegan Brooks, I'm going to give myself some credit. I said he feels the moment needs to do something right here. He does it on a great pass to his teammate. Rogers kind of held the ball for a little too long, but that ended up working out in his favor as he drew the foul and got the basket to go. Now headed to the free throw line for an old-fashioned three-point play, and Keegan Brooks going to head out of that game after that great play. Great assist right there. Rogers, for that old-fashioned three-point play, the freshman giving him some good minutes here in the first half. You don't really see him and JaVale Lewis play together out there.
No.
That would be dangerous. I couldn't imagine trying to take the ball into the paint with those two.
No, sir.
Free throw is good for Rogers. He now has 3 points. 17-14 our score. football first half score. They look to get the ball down low to Tim Stewart. They're going to call Stewart for the foul as he looked to get into the passing lane there. A tough call going against Tim Stewart right there. His second foul. Substitution, Arion Evans coming back to the game, replacing Darion Tandy. So you've got Rutherford, Evans, Hungerford, Anthony Rogers, along with Tim Stewart, your 5 Lakers out on the floor. Goes up the top, Nikita Young. I'm going to set up another three-pointer for Andradas. It's been cold here in the early going, but must be a really good shooter as they try and set him up for another triple try. It's not there, though. Here come the Lakers into the front court. Nobody guards Tim Stewart down low, and hitting him with the pass is Isaac Hungerford for the lay-in, and a quick timeout being called from Lansing Community College, and they needed it right there. That was a bad defensive possession.
Yes, it was. You know, they had a 6-point lead just about a minute ago, and now they allowed Mid-Michigan to get a couple of good shots off. Great pass there from Isaac Hungerford, and we have a 1-point game.
So Lansing Community College said they're already guaranteed to be in the playoffs next week. But let's look at things. Top 3 seeds, I think they're actually playing for a home game here tonight. Kellogg Community College, Lansing Community College, both at 9-8 in the conference at the 3rd and 4th place. So if they both won, I don't know how they'd go about separating things for the overall type of play. Actually, Lansing has 1 less loss than them on the year, so if they win, they'll probably get themselves a home playoff game. Let's talk about what these Lansing boys are playing here for tonight. They might have already had their sophomore night. Maybe kind of get themselves another sophomore night if they're able to pick up a victory.
Yep, that home game to start off the playoffs is always just so key, so important, especially at this level.
Skylar Wilson into the front court for LCC's now being guarded by Jalen Rutherford. Rutherford does not want to allow him to shoot another three-pointer. Loose ball is going to end up in the hands of Arion Evans. Another bad offensive possession from LCC. They've had a number of them here, and yet they lead 17-16. Rutherford with the ball in the front court, being guarded by Young. He looks to get a screen from Rogers. Doesn't use it, gets to the hoop, puts up the left-handed runner off the glass, off the rim, and no good. Rutherford still trying to find his shot here in the early going, and still no Dre Tuneman. He remains on the bench. The trainer continuing to look at him. It's like some type of mouth injury. Rutherford skip pass to Hungerford. Hungerford steps back, three-pointer, no good. Arion Evans taps the rebound, but it goes into the hands of Tevin Taylor for LCC. Skylar Wilson into the front court. Wilson to Young, up fake. Now he gives it over to Latimer. They work it back to the top to Skylar Wilson. Wilson with 9 points on 3 three-pointers over to Tevin Taylor. Taylor's left open for a 3, steps into it. He's able to knock it down. He now has 7 points. And a quick whistle here, some substitutions come into the ball game. 20-16 our score, 4 three-pointers, really helping out Lansing Community College early in this one.
Yep, and they're taking advantage, Chris, of the fact that Dre Tuneman has really not been in this game, and we're not entirely sure when he's going to be back. And they're operating basically, obviously everybody can score, but Jalen Rutherford is the one and only lead scorer that's out on the court right now, so they're trying to limit Mid-Michigan defensively.
Hungerford, another three-pointer. They kind of give this one to him. That was a big mistake. He knocks it down. 20-19 now our score. Tevin Taylor gets the ball down on the block to Tevin Ali. Now back up top it goes. It's not really on the block. It was more on the baseline towards the three-pointer. Now back to Tevin Taylor. Taylor's done nice work here in the first half. Tim Stewart blocks him from behind, leaves the pass ahead to Rutherford. Rutherford looking to lay it in, and he gets it to go. A difficult lay-in attempt for Rutherford as he had 2 stars streaking past him. He was able to get the ball in between them and lay it in with the left hand. He now has 5 points. Darius Young with a deep three-pointer, and he knocks it down. Big shot right there for Darius Young. His first points of the ball game. And LCC answers right back. Rutherford with the ball on the perimeter, being guarded by the aforementioned Darius Young. He looks to take in the lane, draws a foul against Young before any type of shot attempt. 23-21 our score, 9:13 left in the first half.
And here comes Dre Tuneman, Chris.
Got some gauze or something like that to stop his mouth from bleeding, but Dre Tuneman, as I said with Rutherford, a lot tougher than we are. He's back out there playing. Rogers gets the ball, now back to Tuneman. The one thing you got thinking about, he'll have a lot of energy heading towards the second half. Now a moving screen going against Anthony Rogers as he looks to set up his teammate Hungerford for a triple try. Back to the Stars of Lansing Community College. They lead 23-21, have pretty much led this entire ball game.
Yeah, but it's really been a defensive struggle, Chris. Neither team, Lansing has found their shot a little bit more than Mid-Michigan has, but it's been a lot of battling down low.
And we're still looking at a 40, 45-point pace for our first half when we're talking about it's a defensive struggle. That's the type of pace these teams play at here in the NJCAA. Couple of blocks down low for Anthony Rogers. Here comes Rutherford on the run. You don't want to let him get running towards the hoop. Takes it all the way to the cup and lays it in. He now has 7 points for the Lakers. 23-23 the score. Wilson across the half-court line, being guarded by Tuneman. Look to get it down low. Rutherford steals it away into the hands of Tuneman. He's going to step into a three-pointer off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound goes into the hands of Skylar Wilson. LCC quickly into the front court. Now to Andrades. He puts it on the deck. Foul is going to be called on Evans. A little bit of a push right in front of the Laker bench. You don't see a lot of those touch fouls in this level of basketball, but getting called right there for one was Arion Evans. Javale Lewis coming back into the game. He'll replace Anthony Rogers. Nice stands out there for Rogers.
Yep, it looks like Jalen Rutherford is going to be on the bench for a little bit. And it is Micah Kramer in for him.
Yeah, we saw some Micah Kramer last week when you weren't here. He had a nice few minutes in the first half, kind of about the same time here. The freshman from Unionville-Sebring really starting to find his way here. Just a really fast pace to get used to when you're used to playing some mid-Michigan high school basketball. Got a travel down low going against Tevin Ali. Mr. Ali is not going to do a whole lot down low against Mr. Javale Lewis.
Well, I don't think a whole lot of people out there can, Chris.
I got to agree with you. Tuneman across the half-court line. Skylar Wilson awaiting him in his defensive position. Swing it to Micah Kramer. Now back to Arion Evans, looking to set up Tuneman for a three, but a good job by Wilson chasing him down. Instead, the ball goes down to Javale Lewis on the block. Turns hook shot off the front of the rim, no good. That is the shot that Javale Lewis wants, though. He's going to get that to go 7 times out of 10. Darius Young now looking to get all the way to the hoop. Lewis affecting the shot with his long arms. He's able to gather the rebound, too. Gets it off to Arion Evans. Evans now looking to go coast to coast. He slows things down, gets it back to Tuneman. Tuneman to Hungerford. Hungerford having trouble not shooting it as they're kind of giving it to him after he missed a couple threes. Tuneman now steps into a triple try off the front of the rim, no good. Got a rebound, a loose ball foul down low going against Javale Lewis. Tough call going against Lewis right there as him and Tevin Ali were battling for the ball. Ali ended up with it anyway, but Lewis is still going to get the foul call going against him, his second foul. 23-23 our score, 7:30 left in the first half. Chris Bachman, JJ Pung live from Maury Courts all over the place. MacTVNetwork.org/live, 92.3 FM, and my1043.net. Walking to the other end of the floor is going to be Tevin Ali looking to shoot a pair of free throws after the loose ball foul. Or I guess it'll be a 1-and-1 situation here.
A little bit of a stoppage here, not quite sure what's going on. Looks like Tevin Ali is going off behind the Mid-Michigan Laker bench.
I think he might have a little bit of blood on him.
Yep.
So trainer for the Mid-Michigan Lakers really getting some work in here today. 7:30 left to go here in the first half. 23-23 our score. And, you know, if you think about it, it hasn't really been a great first half for this Laker basketball team. If you go into the half tied, I think you're going to feel pretty good about things, especially considering Rutherford seems like he might be getting things going. And Tuneman, your second leading scorer, is scoreless.
I mean, the only negative to that, Chris, is that maybe Dre hasn't quite been in the flow of the game, so it could take him a while to pick things back up. But then again, given the clip he's been playing at in conference play, it probably won't.
Ali knocks down his first free throw. He's now 3 for 3 from the charity stripe here in the first half. He gives his team a 1-point advantage. 24-23, 7:30 left here in the first half. Second free throw for Ali is no good. Long rebound goes out to Lansing Community College. Coming up with it is Ty Andrades. It's back to Darius Young at the top of the key. 2-3 zone now. Look, is it? No, it is not. Just switching it around is Mid-Michigan College. Eventually goes down low to Darius Young. Getting called for the block is Dre Tuneman. Tuneman was looking to take the charge all the way right there. Young spun into him using his size, and he picks up the foul. He is going to be headed to the free throw line for the 1-and-1 himself. 24-23 our score, 7:17 left to go here in the first half. Lady Lakers a big winner, 72-40 in our first game. Laker men looking to pick up their 19th win on the season. And Lansing Community College hoping to wrap up a home playoff game as they head to the Michigan Community College Athletic Association playoffs.
Yeah, a lot on the line on this one, Chris. A bit unlike our last game where the two teams already knew they're playing each other. The date's been set, the site's been set. Whereas here, I mean, Mid-Michigan obviously knows they're getting a home game, but there's a lot for Lansing to play for in order to get a home game.
Darius Young knocks down both the free throws. He's now got 5 points. It's a 3-point lead for the Stars of Lansing Community College, 26-23. Rutherford gets a screen, steps into a triple try off the rim, no good. Long rebound goes to Andradas. Gets it off to Young. Young into the front court, makes a couple nice moves. Now a little bit of numbers for LCC, and a great pass down low as he leaves it for Ali, but Ali can't get the lay-in to go. Great defense, great hustle from Anthony Rogers. Tooneman into the front court, hands it off to Evans. Evans with a really deep triple try off the back of the rim, no good. Anthony Rogers there for the offensive rebound. He looks to make an up and under move, kicks it back out to Tooneman as the Lakers will set things back up. A little screen and roll game going on between Rutherford and Tooneman. Tooneman looking to step into his shot. Instead, he looks to dish it down low to Rogers, but it's stolen away by Andradas. 26-23, LCC with the lead. Young to Wilson, looks to put up the three-pointer. It's going to be a double dribble going against Skylar Wilson. He jumped in the air and dribbled it with both hands, and he's just laughing at himself after that one. But when 6'9" Anthony Rogers comes out at you, it's going to make you think twice. Timeout on the floor. 6:16 left to go in the first half. 26-23 our score. Lansing Community College leads the Mid-Michigan Lakers. Your thoughts so far, JJ?
Whoa. Well, my thoughts are not that.
Yeah.
But not sure where that happened. But anyway, you know, Lansing definitely came out, even though they've struggled to find the shot a little bit as well. They've come out with their best foot forward, and it's been pretty physical. You know, I mean, I think Mid-Michigan obviously still has a very good shot, but they really haven't had a chance for their team to really get in the flow together because Dre was out for so long and Jalen's having to take breaks here and there. JaVale with 2 fouls. So, you know, really, they haven't quite gotten into their flow yet, I don't think.
Comes Tooneman out of the timeout. Nice backdoor cut from Keegan Brooks. Brooks maybe should have put up the layup. Instead, he kicks it to Rogers. Rogers, an up and under move, does a great job of keeping his pivot foot. Gets the lay-in to go. 26-25. Young across the half-court line. Get over Andradas, who launches a three-pointer, and this one is down. The way he had shot his last couple, you knew he was a shooter. He's able to step into that one. He gets it to go. 29-25 our score. And the three-pointers are what's keeping Lansing Community College on top here in the first half. Arion Evans with a great move to get to the basket. His lay-in is good. Evans now with 5 points on the night. Now the pace starting to get a little bit more up and down, kind of what Mid-Michigan College wants. Skylar Wilson, another three-pointer. This one a little long. Arion Evans grabs the rebound. Evans gives it off to Brooks. Brooks looking to beat everybody down court. He does so with the right-handed layup. Keegan Brooks now with 5 here in the first half, too. And we're all tied up. 29-29 with 5 minutes left here in the first half. 5 for Rogers, 5 for Brooks, 5 for Evans, and 7 for Jalen Rutherford. Andradas has the ball, being guarded very closely now by Evans after he knocked down that last long three-pointer. Now to Tevin Taylor. They look to get it into the middle of the lane to Tevin Ali. Anthony Rogers trying to reach around to get his hands on that pass. It was a bad idea. He is going to pick up the foul.
And that's his second as well, so now him and JaVale Lewis both in foul trouble.
To the free throw lines, Tevin Ali. 1-and-1 situation. Ali 3 of 4 from the stripe on the evening. First free throw is good. 4 or 5, all of his points coming from the charity stripe. A lot of field goals in the first half here. There's been some free throws and some three-pointers for Lansing Community College. Ali gets this second one to go. 6 three-pointers for LCC here in this first half. That's what's got him ahead by 2, 31-29. 3 three-pointers from the Lakers, but 0 from Dre Tooneman, who's been lighting it up in conference play. Expect him to start knocking down a couple shots. Great move to get Rutherford to the hoop on the move, and he slams it in with the left hand. What a play right there from the Lakers, and Rutherford shows his athleticism, skying in for the jam. We now start to hear some noise from the Laker bench. Drive down, Ali with a tough fadeaway jumper, and he somehow gets it to go. Tevin Ali now with 7 points. 33-31, LCC goes back on top. Tooneman into the front court. Evans was looking for the backdoor cut. Tooneman wasn't quite ready for it. Now he gets the handoff, does Evans. He forces his way into the lane. He gets the bank in to go off the glass. Nice first half for Arion Evans. He now has 7 points, and we're all tied up at 33 apiece. 4 minutes left in this first half. Ball goes down low to Tevin Taylor, being guarded by Rutherford. Rutherford does a good job keeping his feet on the floor, getting his hands up. Now passes it ahead to Brooks. Nothing happening for Brooks, so he kicks it back to Arion Evans. Evans looking to make a move on Andrades. Fakes the shot, draws the foul. Almost got the three-point play to go, but Arion Evans is gonna head to the free throw line for a pair. Looking to get his 8th and 9th point. He's had 4 points, can make it 5 and 6 in the last couple minutes here. Really came on strong as of late.
Yeah, but I really think you had a good point earlier, Chris, in asserting that the way Lansing has been playing a little bit on offense was an attempt to limit the Lakers from getting a lot of fast break points, but we'll be seeing it on the last few possessions where the Lakers are starting to run and gun a little bit. They're getting theirs. So, you know, it really could go either way at this point. Arion knocks down the first.
I think if you are LCC, though, your game plan is working
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, it is.
You won the last game 78-70. Just kind of want to muck it up, keep things close, and then maybe you can pull away at the end. Second free throw also down for Arion Evans. He has 9 points. Him and Jalen Rutherford lead all scorers in the ball game, and they both got 9. 35-33 in Michigan on top. Skylar Wilson bringing across half court for Lansing Community College. Dre Tuneman waiting him in a low defensive position. Working around to Tevin Taylor. Looking to go down low, and once again drawing the foul is Tevin Ali. Kevin Newell into the game for the Lakers. Look to get around to poke that pass away. And you can't let Ali keep going to the free throw line like this.
You know, the guy sure knows how to draw a foul. I'll give you that, Chris. And he's doing pretty well at the stripe, too. I believe he said he was 4 or 5.
9 for 10 from the line.
Oh, wow.
Are the Lakers here in the first half. 5 of 6 from the stripe is Ali himself as he gets that one to go. So you think about the points, 6 3-pointers, 9 threes. There's 10 free throws now as they're 10 of 11 from the line. There's 28 of your 34. Just 3 2-point field goals for LCC here in this first half. Second one is no good. Rebound is tipped around and ends up in the hands of Dre Tuneman. You know, slow things down. Now Tim Stewart, Jalen Rutherford, Kevin Newell. Great pass from Tuneman to Newell on the lay-in. Kevin Newell just wide open underneath. The second time that's happened lately. The first time it was Tim Stewart. This time it's Newell. Great pass from Tuneman to Rutherford. Rutherford loses the handle, but it goes to Newell. Back to Tuneman. Tuneman with an up fake. He gets in the lane. Kicks it to Tim Stewart in the corner. Stewart is going to drive. Up and under. Layup is no good. Maybe thought about that one a little too much. 37-34 our score. 3 minutes left to go. Long pass into the front court is going to go out of bounds off the hands of Tevin Ali. A little too aggressive of a pass there from LCC trying to get out on the break.
Yep, you know, and we haven't seen LCC get very aggressive, Chris, so that was a little bit of a change of heart right there.
Andrades back into the game for Lansing Community College. Your 5 Laker guys out there. Jalen Rutherford, Dre Tuneman, Tim Stewart, Kevin Newell, along with Keegan Brooks. It is a 37-34 lead for the Lakers. Rutherford gets the ball on the run. That's always dangerous. He gets the loop. Can't get the lay-in to go. A little too high off the glass that time for the sophomore star, Jalen Rutherford. Devin Taylor has the ball, drives in a lane, creates some space with his big body. He can't get the lay-in to go. Grabbing the rebound is Dre Tuneman. Great behind-the-back dribble from Tuneman to keep the defender off of him. Gets it to Rutherford, and now back to Tuneman. Now to Tim Stewart. Stewart looking to drive. Gets to the elbow, looks to pass it down low to Newell. The pass is going to be tipped out of bounds, though. It'll stay here with the Lakers. 2:27 left to go here in the first half. 37-34, the Lakers on top. Keegan Brooks looks to get the ball in. He gets it into Newell. Newell right underneath the hoop. Hook shot is up and good. I think he looked over at the coaching staff, and the coaching staff said, shoot it. He did, and he got that one to go. Young into the front court, gets it off to Andrades. Another three-pointer for him. Every time he catches it, he looks to put it right up. This one no good once again. Rutherford into the front court. Kicks it back to Tim Stewart. Stewart back to Tuneman, who steps into his own three-pointer. Toilet bowl in and out for the Lakers. Devin Taylor with another rebound. Leaves it for Ali. Ali lays it in, and he draws the foul. Tevin Ali now in double digits here in the first half, and he can make it 11 with the free throw. That was a great pass from Tevin Taylor. Taylor with 7 points, and he's doing a lot of other great things for this Lansing Community College basketball team.
Yep, he's got 7 rebounds and a couple assists as well, Chris.
He's doing a good job, a la Caitlin Ray in our first game. He plays down low, but he is capable of getting that board and going coast to coast or creating a fast break opportunity for one of his teammates. Ali living at the free throw line here in the first half. Doesn't get this one to go. Only has 2 field goals, but he's got 10 points. I believe he's now 8 of 10 from the free throw strike. Rutherford puts it on the floor, gets all the way to the left side of the hoop, up and under move, and he draws the foul. Rutherford was just in the air a little bit longer than everybody else on that possession. He was able to draw the foul and head to the free throw line, trying to get himself into double digits.
Well, you know what? Sometimes, Chris, it's like he almost levitates up there, a la Dave Chappelle as Prince, if anybody remember that classic basketball skit.
I'll stick with Michael Jordan levitating in the
well,
air. We'll go with that comparison.
That too. Yeah, there you go. That's probably better.
First free throw, no good for Rutherford. We got to keep it PG-13 here, the Chappelle show, man.
I know. I didn't quote it.
And now, not exactly. Oh, it was a 1-and-1 situation right there, and everybody was just going to let Rutherford shoot another free throw, so he misses the front end. Ball goes back to LCC. 39-36 our score, 1:45 left to go here in the first half. Darius Young across the half-court line. He's got 5 points here in the first half off to Tevin Taylor. He's been one of the best players on the floor for either team. Goes down low to Ali. Ali with the spin, shot no good, gets his own rebound. Newell battling down low, gets his hands on a block. Right, Ali gets another board, fades away and gets this one to go. Tevin Ali now with 12 points here in the first half and a very pretty fadeaway jumper off of the offensive rebound. Back to a 1-point ball game, 39-38. Tuneman looks to hand it off to Stewart, but seeing that coming was Aaron Lattimore. Knocks it away, but the possession remains with Mid-Michigan College. Rutherford on the strong drive all the way to the left-hand side of the hoop, and he gets it to go off the glass. 41-38 our score. Young into the front court, being guarded by Keegan Brooks. Now get it back down low to Ali. He has been dominant. Looks to fade away. A lot of contact on the play. He doesn't get the foul call. Rutherford gets the handoff off the rebound from Stewart. He looks to go coast to coast. You got to stop the ball. He gets all the way to the hoop. Lots of contact, no foul call. Stewart gets the rebound, drops it off to Kevin Newell, who lays it in. So lots of contact as Rutherford hits the deck, but Stewart is Johnny on the spot and gets the ball to Kevin Newell for the lay-in. 43-38 now our score, 25 seconds left. Tevin Taylor continues to play great for LCC as he knocks down a triple. He's got 10 points, 43-41 now our score. Tuneman across the half-court line and hold for a final shot here can the Lakers of Mid-Michigan College. 43-41 our score. Kevin Newell looks to set a screen for Tuneman. Tuneman just slipped on a nasty part of the floor right there, and it's going to be a jump ball, giving it back to Lansing Community College. And if you've been up to Morey Courts, you've ran into those spots a time or two out here. Tuneman just hit the deck. They're going to need to wipe that spot off here. I think they're going to get somebody out here with a towel possibly. 43-41 the score. Skylar Wilson coming back into the game. Must be the half-court shot expert for Lansing Community College. Tim Stewart going to come over and wipe this one up. Yeah, Tuneman hit the deck hard there. Couldn't really do anything to keep his footing, and if you're an official, that's just one of those ones you don't really call a travel because they just slipped on the floor. It puts everybody in a tough spot. Good job by Lansing, getting on the ground, tying up Tuneman. Now they have 1.8 seconds to try and get up a last-second heave here. And Wilson is going to not get it off on time. Got it close, though. 43-41 our halftime score. What an exciting first half it was between Mid-Michigan College and Lansing Community College. Back with your Mid-Michigan College Foundation halftime show right after this. 92.3 FM, Mac TV, and my1043.net.
Hey, Michigan, did you know that filling out the census helps fund life-saving medical programs? Money for Medicare, Medicaid, and My Child are directly tied to your participation. Filling out the census is quick, easy, and beneficial for you and your family. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts, everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Hey, Michigan! Did you know that filling out the census helps with school lunches for your children? Money for school lunches relies pretty heavily on your census participation. Filling out the census is quick, easy, and beneficial for you and your family. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts. Everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Sports are about more than just a game. High school sports bring the community together.
Whether you're cheering for a touchdown, three-pointer, home run, or an ace,
you share something in common.
That's why MAC TV Network is proud to be part of the community.
We bring the spotlight to your athletes.
MAC TV Sports is the home of St. Louis,
Mount Pleasant, Sacred Heart Academy,
Claire, and Harrison. MAC TV Sports, your town, your team, your sports.
Hi, I'm Keith, and I've been on the St. Louis Fire Department for 40 years now.
My name is Alex Velasco. I've been in the fire department about almost 16 years.
So my name is Jenny. I've been on the fire department for just over 4 years now.
My name's Casey Scott. It's been 11 years now that I've been on the fire department here in St. Louis.
My name's Sean. I've been a St. Louis firefighter for a little over 3 years now.
It's a big, happy family. Can't get a better group to work with, that's for sure. But if you want to be a firefighter, it's something that not everybody can experience unless you got the heart for it. But it is well worth it.
So one of the reasons why I joined was because my older brother was on it, and I just watched him go through these amazing transformations in who he was to who he became, and I had the same drive and passion as he did, and I wanted in on that.
We're there to support each other. We're like a big family in the fire department.
We were dispatched to someone that was in cardiac arrest, and when we got on the scene, the woman was clinically dead on the floor, and after working on her for a little bit, we got her pulse back. We loaded her in the ambulance. I was fortunate enough I got to ride in the ambulance to help the paramedics on the way to the hospital. And on our way there, an amazing thing happened. Her eyes popped open and she could breathe on her own. And by the time we got to the hospital, she was talking to us.
We need more firemen. We're not alone, but we need people to step up. It's a fulfilling job, something that gets to you. Is it everybody's thing? I can say not everybody's thing, but in general, most people, when they get a good taste of it, it's important to them and in their lives and in their families.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. Broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
Humane Animal Treatment Society is an animal adoption center that helps find animals forever homes and provide them with certain medical treatments. There are many ways you can help their cause. You can volunteer at HATS by running and reading with the animals, helping the staff with daily routines, and photographers can take pet pictures to boost their portfolio. There are still many animals looking for a forever home. See other ways you can make a difference at www.hatsweb.org.
Hey, Michigan! Did you know that filling out the census means valuable education programs for your children's schools? Head Start, special education programs, and Title I for school funding all benefit from your participation in the census. And when schools benefit, your child does too. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts. Everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Hey, Michigan, the census is confidential, so let your voice be heard. It's the law that personal information cannot and will not be shared with any agency, and you won't be asked about your citizenship or immigration status. Don't let rumors, misunderstandings, and misinformation prevent you from filling out the census. Your voice does count. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts, everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org. Hey, Michigan, did you know that filling out the census helps fund life-saving medical programs? Money for Medicare, Medicaid, and My Child are directly tied to your participation. Filling out the census is quick, easy, and beneficial for you and your family. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts, everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Hey, Michigan! Did you know that filling out the census helps with school lunches for your children? Money for school lunches relies pretty heavily on your census participation. Filling out the census is quick, easy, and beneficial for you and your family. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts. Everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Sports are about more than just a game. High school sports bring the community together.
Whether you're cheering for a touchdown, three-pointer, home run, or an ace,
You share something in common.
That's why MAC TV Network is proud to be part of the community.
We bring the spotlight to your athletes.
MAC TV Sports is the home of St. Louis,
Mount Pleasant, St. Gotthard Academy,
Blair and Harrison. MAC TV Sports. Your town, your team, your sports.
Hi, I'm Keith, and I've been on the St. Louis Fire Department for 40 years now.
My name is Alex Velasco. I've been in the fire department about almost 16 years.
So my name is Jenny. I've been on the fire department for just over 4 years now.
My name's Casey Scott. It's been 11 years now that I've been on the fire department here in St. Louis.
My name's Sean. I've been a St. Louis firefighter for a little over 3 years now.
It's a big, happy family. Can't get a better group to work with, that's for sure. But if you want to be a firefighter, it's something that not everybody can experience unless you got the heart for it. But it is well worth it.
So one of the reasons why I joined was because my older brother was on it, and I just watched him go through these amazing transformations in who he was to who he became, and I had the same drive and passion as he did, and I wanted in on that.
We're there to support each other. We're like a big family in the fire department.
We were dispatched to someone that was in cardiac arrest, and when we got on the scene, the woman was clinically dead on the floor, and after working on her for a little bit, we got her pulse back. We loaded her in the ambulance. I was fortunate enough I got to ride in the ambulance to help the paramedics on the way to the hospital. And on our way there, an amazing thing happened. Her eyes popped open and she could breathe on her own. And by the time we got to the hospital, she was talking to us.
We need more firemen. We're not alone, but we need people to step up. it's a fulfilling job, something that it gets to you. Is it everybody's thing? I can say not everybody's thing, but in general, most people, when they get a good taste of it, it's important to them and in their lives and in their families.
MAC TV Network is a local public access station that offers a variety of services, from in-studio interviews, wrestling, and so much more. We cover local concerts, sporting events, and activities around the community. Members of the community can come in and take a free workshop to learn anything from editing to camera work. Broadcasting on Charter Channels 187 and 191, serving Gratiot, Isabella, and Clare counties.
Humane Animal Treatment Society is an animal adoption center that helps find animals forever homes and provide them with certain medical treatments. There are many ways you can help their cause. You can volunteer at HATS by running and reading with the animals, helping the staff with daily routines, and photographers can take pet pictures to boost their portfolio. There are still many animals looking for a forever home. See other ways you can make a difference at www.hatsweb.org.
Hey, Michigan! Did you know that filling out the census means valuable education programs for your children's schools? Head Start, special education programs, and Title I for school funding all benefit from your participation in the census. And when schools benefit, your child does too. Your voice does count. So come on, Michigan, we're counting on you. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts. Everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
Hey, Michigan, the census is confidential, so let your voice be heard. It's the law that personal information cannot and will not be shared with any agency, and you won't be asked about your citizenship or immigration status. Don't let rumors, misunderstandings, and misinformation prevent you from filling out the census. Your voice does count. Be sure to fill out your census in the spring of 2020. Everyone counts, everyone wins. To learn more, please visit myvoicecounts.org.
With their 20 and 40-foot shipping containers, go to a1minionline.com. That's A, the number 1, mini online, or containerleasesales.com. Call 989-773-1111.
Welcome back to Mora Court. Start of the second half for the Mid-Michigan Laker boys taking on Lansing Community College. 43-41 our halftime score. The Lakers looking to win their 19th game of the year. Lansing Community College looking to win their 10th conference game of the year. And the story of the first half, pretty good defense from the Lakers, but it was 7 3-pointers and 10 free throws that really kept Lansing Community College in the ball game. Only 5 2-pointers in that first half. Slide over to Mid-Michigan Community College. Well, they're only 4 for 5 from the free throw line. They're able to get in the lane and have a lot of 2-point shots. So kind of two opposite stories. A lot of threes, a lot of free throws, and a lot of getting to the basket for Mid-Michigan College. Arion Evans will inbound the ball for the Lakers. Dre Toonman back out there after his injury is all taken care of. Out there with Rutherford, Keegan Brooks, and Javale Lewis down low. Screen for Toonman. Hand it off to Lewis. Now back to Toonman as he's looking to get open for a three-pointer. Hits a cutting Javale Lewis, and Lewis lays it in. Great play to start the second half. What a job by Coach Caleb House with that call right there. Put his team back up by 4. 45-41 our score. Lansing Community College, big game for them, trying to get themselves another home game in the Michigan Community College Athletic Association playoffs. Mount Pleasant, or Mid-Michigan, trying to make sure that does not happen. Ball goes down low to Ali, being guarded by Lewis. He didn't want anything to do with him, so he kicks it back out to Taylor. Taylor now with a step-back jumper, and he gets it to go. Devin Taylor has been really good here in this ball game for Lansing Community College. That was good defense from Keegan Brooks. It was a better step-back jumper from Tevin Taylor. Great backdoor cut from Keegan Brooks. He looks to pass it to Lewis, but it's stolen away by Ali. It's a couple times now with your Keegan Brooks. You just need to lay that one in.
Yep, I would agree with you, Chris.
Lansing Community College into the front court. The ball goes to Darius Young. Young, the leading scorer for the team, only had 5 in the first half. A beautiful fadeaway move right there. And I don't like to use the Kobe Bryant analogy much lately, especially with his passing. That was a Kobe Bryant move right there. He got to the elbow, spun one way, spun back the other way, fadeaway, made it. There was nothing the defender could do. And same thing down on the other end as Jalen Rutherford creates some space with his own step-back jumper, and he gets it to go. He's now got 13. Into the lane goes Darius Young, forces it up on the rim. It is no good, but he draws the foul. I believe he's going to be headed to the free throw line for a pair of shots. And so Young, their leading scorer, wasn't very aggressive in the first half, really came out aggressive on the first 2 possessions here in the second half.
Yep, I mean, you can tell he's definitely got a shot, Chris. I mean, that last one was very, very impressive, and so impressive that Jalen had to go over there and match it.
He did, too. First free throw goes down for Young. He now has 8 points, 11 of 14 from the free throw stripe right now is Lansing Community College, a very good percentage. Stepping up for his second one. Only one player down there trying to get the rebound for LCC, but it doesn't matter as Young knocks in the second one. Tied up, 47 apiece, 18-20 left to go. Rutherford looks to get a running start at Darius Young. Job by Young staying in front of him. Now it goes to Evans. Evans with a free throw line jumper, and Evans gets it to go. Darion Evans now into double figures here tonight. He has had an outstanding game. Ball gets worked around the perimeter with LCC. Skylar Wilson. Wilson knocked down 3 threes here in the early going. The Lakers haven't let him get another look since then. Now it goes to Deontay Smith. Smith scoreless in the ball game. Tevin Taylor, they swing it over to Ali. Tevin Ali looking to drive on JaVale Lewis. It is not there. Handed off to Smith. Just a few seconds left on the shot clock. Smith forces his way into lane. First shot is no good. He gets his own rebound, gets his second rebound. Then he's going to draw the foul on Jalen Rutherford. Rutherford just didn't box out on that first shot attempt. If he does, he's able to get that rebound.
Yep, I mean, that's just down to basic technique on that one, but you'll give Jalen that one. He's not going to make many mistakes like that.
Deontay Smith now headed to the free throw line, looking to get on the board. Averages 12 points per game. 49-47 our score. Mid-Michigan on top with 17:40 left to go here in the second half. First free throw for Deontay Smith goes down. Didn't look very comfortable shooting it there, though. Smith with some very colorful shoes, and Lansing wearing the royal blue jerseys with the white stripes, and the Lakers in their home blues with the blue lettering and blue designs down the side. Both free throws are down for Deontay Smith. We are back tied up 49-49. 7:30 left to go in the ball game. Tuneman gets a handoff, hands it off to Brooks. Brooks now gets it back to Evans. Back to Tuneman, a little 3-man weave action here. Tuneman's three-pointer is no good. We got a loose ball foul down low going against Tevin Ali. And if you're Rutherford, or I mean, not if you're Rutherford, if you're JaVale Lewis, you love to see a loose ball foul get called for you, because he gets called for a lot of them, even though he's just because he's so darn strong, I'm going to say.
Yep, I mean, you know, you hate to see it, but it's just kind of the way it ends up with how he plays on the court. He's just so aggressive and so big that any kind of ticky-tack thing might go against him.
And showing his versatility as he steps out and knocks down the 15-footer. Leave him open from the free throw line. He is going to make it count. 51-49, the Lakers go back on top by 2. Looking to get the ball down low, but it's stolen away by Keegan Brooks. Brooks looks to save it to Lewis. It goes out of bounds off the hands of the Lansing defenders. Keegan Brooks with that Gruden grinder hustle play right there for the Lakers. 17 minutes left to go in our game. 51-49 our score. Final home regular season game for all these sophomores. They will have another home game next week. Tuneman into the lane. He draws the foul on the layup attempt, so he's going to head to the free throw line for a pair. Nice job by Tuneman. He knew the layup attempt was going to be very difficult to get it over the outstretched hands of Deontay Smith. So what does he do? He kind of goes right into Smith's body, gets the foul call, then tries to get it up on the rim.
Yep, that's just the basketball IQ of Dre Tuneman right there, knowing that his best outcome was going to be to get to the free throw line on that one.
Tuneman still trying to find his shot, not able to knock down that free throw. He's missed several three-pointers here tonight. Just one of those you're used to. Every time he shoots it, the ball goes in. So when he misses it, especially a free throw, just really makes you think. 52-49 our score after the free throws are split by Dre Tuneman. We're going to get it down low. Rutherford playing good help defense. They finally do get it down low to Tevin Taylor, being guarded by Keegan Brooks, but it's swatted away by Javale Lewis as he looks to put up the shot attempt. Rutherford gathers the ball and brings it into the front court. Once again, trying to get a running start on his defender. It's a screen from Lewis. Lewis gets the ball back down on the block. Shot is no good. Lots of contact on the hook shot. Darius Young gathers the rebound. He brings it into the front court. Gets it to Deontay Smith, and Smith just loses it out of bounds and kind of stares down at his feet for a moment. It's 52-49, 16-20 left to go in our ball game. Lakers with a 3-point lead and still really haven't played all that great here today. Rutherford across the half-court line. He has got 13 points. Looks to cross over his defender. Good defense from Darius Young. Doesn't allow that. So Rutherford kicks it out to Evans. Evans now on the drive. He is going to draw the foul on Skylar Wilson on the floater attempt on the baseline. Evans with 11 points will head to the free throw line now for a pair.
Yeah, but I think we've really seen Arion Evans step up in this game when Dre wasn't in the game for a long period of time and still trying to find his shot. Just really a joy to watch Arion play.
Evans averaging 10 points per ball game. Really stepped it up in conference play. He's already over his average as that free throw gives him 12. It's the one freshman in the starting lineup with the group of sophomores, Keegan Brooks, or pardon me, one of two freshmen in the starting lineup, Javale Lewis. I keep thinking he might be gone, though, so kind of counting him as a sophomore. Rutherford, Tuneman, Lewis, and Keegan Brooks, along with Evans in that starting lineup. It is those five still out there here at the start of the second half. 4 minutes into that, it's a 5-point lead for the Lakers, 54-49. Great steal from Rutherford. Here comes another throwdown from Jalen Rutherford. And he threw it down so hard, the ball came right back and whacked him in the nose. That's what happens when you can jump and hit your head on the backboard. You got to be careful of that ball coming back. Now a 7-point lead. Here comes a deep three from Darius Young. It is no good, a brick off the side of the rim. Keegan Brooks with the rebound. Gets to Rutherford. Rutherford ahead to Dre Tuneman. Tuneman with a spin move to Keegan Brooks in the corner. Brooks on the drive. Kicks it out to Rutherford. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Rutherford now calling for a screen from Javale Lewis. Lewis gives him that screen. He now rolls. Rutherford splits both defenders, gets to the hoop, lays it in, and slaps his hand off the glass. Rutherford now with back-to-back baskets, and it's a 9-point lead for the Lakers. Timeout from Lansing Community College, and they need it right now, JJ.
Yes, they do. And finally, we've seen Michigan break this game open a little bit, get some separation, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the throttle anytime soon.
58-49 our score. It was 49-49 with 17 and a half remaining. You take off 2 minutes and 25 seconds of the clock. The Lakers explode for 9 points while giving up 0. And a lot of that credit has got to go to Jalen Rutherford. The 6 points. Arion Evans doing a nice job, but when Rutherford gets going, it just brings a whole nother level of energy to this team.
Yep, he just really runs the show when he's in control, and he's doing it on the fast break quite often. That's his game, really, is to run down the court, make you chase him, and then he's just going to go ahead and finish it anyway.
And that's where this Laker team can beat anybody. You go on a 9-0 run in 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Yep. We were talking about that girls' game earlier. Well, do they have enough time to come back? Do they have enough time to come back? If you can outscore a team by 9 in 2.5 minutes, you're never out of a basketball game, and that's what these Lakers have got to remember. But when they build these leads, they've got to keep them. That's what's been their trouble. So now they've got a 9-point lead, 15:05 remaining. Can they keep that lead and maybe even build that lead a little bit towards the end of that game without allowing this LCC team to get back into the ball game? Darius Young gets the ball, drives to the right side of the hoop, swatted out of bounds by Javale Lewis. Everybody in the gym excited about that one except Javale, because it's just another day at the office for him down low on that block.
That's 4 for him so far, Chris.
One of the National Junior College Athletic Association leaders in block shots, Javale Lewis, putting his stamp on this game defensively. 10 seconds left on the shot clock for LCC. Tevin Taylor has it on the perimeter. Bad pass, it's stolen away by Arion Evans. Evans now to the front court, looks to go to the hoop. He's going to try and kick it out to Tuneman. That pass was actually right in between Tuneman and Rutherford to absolutely nobody except the fans over here on the bench. So the ball goes out of bounds, back to Lansing Community College. Taylor will inbound it into Darius Young. Young has 9 points, 4 of them here in the early going of this second half. Now to Tevin Taylor. Taylor the leading scorer along with Tevin Ali with 12 points. And his pass is another bad one, going out of bounds. And just a couple unforced errors back-to-back from Lansing Community College. 58-49 remains our score. 14-29 left to go in the ball game.
Yeah, we're starting to see the execution fall apart a little bit for Lansing, and the three-pointers aren't falling. They're not getting to the line. So, ergo, 9-point lead for MMC. I keep trying to say MMCC, Chris.
Well, when you grow up around here like we do, and it was Mid-Michigan Community College, you know, it takes a little bit of time for it to change to Mid-Michigan College. Driving a lane for Rutherford. Can't quite get the and one attempt down, but he will head to the free throw line for a pair. Jalen Rutherford taking over offensively. Struggled a little bit from the field in the first half, so what's he done here in the second half? He just has put his head down and taken it to the rack.
Yep, he knew he had to take control of this game, and that's exactly what he's done.
Something he also loved to see, guys that have great athleticism. He can really shoot the rock too, but not finding his shot tonight, so he's using that athleticism to get himself to the basket, putting his teammate in a great spot to win this game. It's now a 10-point lead, 59-49, 14-20 left to go in the ball game. Third, second free throw, smooth as silk. He now has 19. LCC quickly into the front court to Andrades, back up top to Young. They swing it over to Skylar Wilson. Wilson gets it down low to Ali. Hasn't been able to do a whole lot against JaVale Lewis. His work has been done when Lewis has been out of the game. Working around to Young. Young on the drive. It's going to be a charge. JaVale Lewis took a fist pretty much with a basketball right to the face. But takes the charge for his team, giving the ball back to the Lakers.
Nice to see a whistle go JaVale's way, Chris.
Yeah, it doesn't happen a whole lot. Now an 11-point lead with 14 minutes left to go for the Lakers. Looking to close out their home regular season stanza in style. Tuneman wide open for the three. He doesn't take it. Instead, he gets in the lane. Up and under move. Taking Andrades out of his shoes, and he lays it in. First field goal for Dre Tuneman on the night, but it was a pretty spectacular one. Ball goes down low to Taylor. Taylor looking to create some space going against Keegan Brooks. They're going to call a foul against Keegan Brooks. It's one of those tough foul against Brooks. He just needs to get tough down low against Taylor as he's giving up about 30, 40 pounds. Taylor gets the benefit of the foul call that time, but right now that's okay if you're a Laker fan because it's 62-49 with 13:40 left to go. Young to Wilson. Wilson being guarded by Rutherford. They kick it out to Andrades. Three-pointer, no good. JaVale Lewis skying for the rebound above the rim. Hands it off to Rutherford. Rutherford to Tuneman. Tuneman to Evans. Evans to Lewis. Lewis thought about the three. He shoots it. Off the rim, no good. But we talked about it earlier. He is capable of knocking down that triple.
Yep, and sometimes it's good just to keep the defense honest, Chris.
Darius Young all the way to the hoop, and he can't get the lay-in to go. Rebound goes into the hands of Lewis, and everything turning up Lakers right now. Tuneman across the half-court line. Looking to get it down low to Arion Evans, and a great post-entry pass from Tuneman. Evans can't quite get the lay-in to go. I almost still want to give Tuneman an assist on that one because it was a beautiful pass to Evans. Andrades open for a three. No good. Rebound tipped out of the hands of Tevin Taylor to JaVale Lewis. Great job by Tuneman not giving up on that play. Now here comes Rutherford into the front court. Stutter step into the lane. Tough left-handed layup. No good. Lots of contact on the play. JaVale Lewis chases down the offensive rebounder. I guess fights for it more than chases for it. His putback attempt is no good. Here comes Tevin Ali. Ali hands it off to Taylor. Taylor's shot in the middle of the lane is no good. JaVale Lewis there for another rebound. So Mid-Michigan hasn't done great offensively on the last few possessions, but Lansing has gone cold from the field here in the second half.
Yep, and JaVale racking up the rebounds now. That's 10 to go along with his 4 blocks.
Keegan Brooks with the ball on the perimeter, looking to get it down low to the aforementioned JaVale Lewis. Lewis looking to work against Ali, and they're going to call a charge. Oh. And you can hear the dismay of the crowd next to me, and I might be yelling no like that if I wasn't on the airwaves. But Lewis did just take the charge earlier, kind of setting the precedent. If you get your feet set, if you hold your position, they're going to give you the call. So Lewis just got a little taste of his own medicine after he took the charge himself. A couple substitutions coming in and out for the Lakers. 5 Mid-Michigan Laker boys out on the floor. Dre Tuneman, JaVale Rutherford, Isaac Hungerford, Anthony Rogers, and Keegan Brooks. into the game is Gary Brookins. He has a bad pass, and Rutherford with another throwdown. J.J. Pung wins on that one. A lot of power with the left-handed dunk right there, and he gets a roar from the crowd. Another steal and a throwdown for Jalen Rutherford. His second here of the second half, getting his teammates pumped up. 64-49, and now our score with 11:39 left in the second half. LCC takes a timeout. They have yet to score. They haven't scored in the last 6 minutes, JJ, since it was 49-49. Now 64-49. It is a 15-0 run in the last 6 minutes for this Lakers basketball team.
Yep, you know, in basketball, as we know, is a game of runs. It's not very often you see a 15-0 run. That's pretty great. And, you know, Jalen just with that last dunk especially, just asserting his authority. I mean, my goodness.
49-49 it was with 17:30 left in the second half. Then it was a big run to make it 58-49 with 15:05. Then LCC turned up the defense a little bit, but so did the Lakers. And now here we are with 11:39 left to go in the ball game, and it's 64 and still stuck on 49 is LCC. Haven't scored in, well, it'll be 6 minutes and 9 seconds here, so we'll see if they can hold them. But 5:51, still a pretty big drought considering it was a tie ball game.
Yep, you know, and when you live and die by the three like they had been doing in the first half, when it starts to go cold, yeah, you might have a hard time finding your offense.
Ali just forces one up on the rim. Might have gotten away with a travel there as well, but it's the first basket in 5-6 minutes for LCC. Here comes Rutherford into the front court. Kicks it out to Brooks. Brooks with the triple try, and it's good! Everything coming up money right now for LCC. The sophomore, Keegan Brooks, has got 8 points. It was a beautiful pass from Jalen Rutherford to set him up. Ball's worked around the perimeter. Into the hands of Xavier Andrews, who's into the game for the first time for Lansing Community College. There's going to be a foul on the baseline. That is going to be going against Isaac Hungerford, his third foul. But once again, it's been all Lakers here in the last several minutes. 67-51, they had the lead here, and not getting a short break, or getting just a very short break, is Tevin Taylor and Darius Young as they're back into the ball game for LCC. Jalen Rutherford already with 10 points here in the first 9 minutes of the second half. Darius Young with the ball out of the perimeter, being guarded by Keegan Brooks. They work it in the corner. Here's a three-point attempt, and it is good for Mitchell Skim. Skim into the game. First thing he does is crank up a three-pointer and knock it down, so you now know what he's out there for. You don't want to let him catch and shoot. Tuniman on the drive. Great defense being played. Taking it away is Skylar Wilson. Tuniman does come back up with it. There's a double team out near the half-court line. You see some senior or some sophomore leadership there from Jalen Rutherford. He saw his teammate was in trouble, looked at the official, called the timeout.
Yeah, I mean, that's just smart right there from Jalen Rutherford. He knew the exact situation his teammate was in, got it to the sideline, and now they'll have a chance to reset.
67-54 our score. 30-second timeout for Mid-Michigan College. Great sponsors for this season. Got to give a big shout out to the Saginaw Chippewa Indian Tribe, working together for our future, along with the Mid-Michigan College Foundation. Big shout out to Tom Over and the crew there, and a big shout out to everybody from Mid-Michigan College. Ryan Harkrader not here tonight, but Ryan, if you're listening, thanks so much for having us be a part of this regular season. A little bit more playoff action to continue. As I said, we won't be here next Tuesday when the Laker girls and boys host a home playoff game. So we're bringing you some Sacred Heart Academy Beale City boys basketball, the old backyard brawl, but hope to get some updates. As Rutherford gets in the lane and throws it down once again. His 4th dunk of the ball game. He now has 23 and has taken over with 12 points here in the second half, and we haven't even played half of the second half.
Yep, I feel like that might be, I mean, it feels early, but it might be the emotional dagger, that shot, Chris.
Ali says, I don't think so, JJ, as he knocks down another tough fadeaway to give himself 16 points. Ball goes in to Rutherford across the half-court line. He brings it. He'll hand it off to Dre Tuniman. Tuniman going to hand it off to Hungerford. Hungerford thinking about stepping into a three-pointer. It's not there. Get it back to Rutherford. 16 seconds on the shot clock now, halfway through the second half. Rogers going to set a screen. Rutherford for the deep three. In and out, no good. Roof would have came off the place if that one went down. Hungerford battles for the board. He kicks it out to Tuniman. Tournament now on the drive. Fancy right-handed lay-in is no good. Had to use a little English on that one to get it to go high off the glass. Didn't drop in for it. Young into the front court. Gets it off to Wilson. Wilson being guarded very closely by Dre Tournament. Wilson gets it back to Taylor. Taylor now driving on Hungerford, and it goes off the foot of Hungerford, or no, off the foot of Taylor. Back to the Lakers. Defensively, the Mid-Michigan Lakers have really turned things up since that 17:30 mark. Only given up 7 points since then, and it's all came late since they built that 15-point lead. Arion Evans back into the game for the Lakers. Dre Tournament's going to get himself a breather. Javelle Lewis also back out there. So you got Rutherford, Brooks, Evans, Lewis, and Hungerford, your 5 Lakers out on the floor. Little miscommunication there between Arion Evans and Jelon Rutherford. Is kind of going back and forth where they're going to pass the ball, and went to the wrong side with it, did Rutherford, but the teammates exchange a high five. Everything going the way of the Lakers right now. 13-point lead, but still a lot of time left in the ball game. 9 minutes left. LCC is able to knock down a lot of threes in the first half. They get them going here in the second half. Taylor just puts his body right into Hungerford. Hungerford pulls a chair on him, Bill Lambier style. There's absolutely no call, as Taylor, instead of getting called for the travel, just threw it up on the backboard. He somehow got it back on the ground. And a block from Javelle Lewis, just a crazy play, but the long story short is that Lansing's going to keep possession here. 69-56 with 8:50 left in our ball game. Young makes a move, gets it off to Skim. They're watching the three-pointer this time. Darius Young launches the three, and he gets that one to go with a hand right in his face, and it's back to a 10-point ball game with 8:30 left to go. Rutherford gives it off to Hungerford. Hungerford now hands it off to Keegan Brooks. Brooks with the up fake. And now retreat back towards the half-court line to use a little bit of a clock. Now they hand it off to Arion Evans. Evans in a lane. Brooks, corner three. No, he up fakes. Steps back, triple try, no good. Great defense from Tevin Taylor. He got fooled on the first up fake, was able to get back to make it a difficult shot. Mitchell Skim now with the triple try. It's not there. Arion Evans hustling back on defense to make that a difficult shot attempt. Rutherford into the front court for the Lakers. Spin move to the hoop, to the bucket, and he lays it in with the right hand. Jalen Rutherford showing his athleticism here in the second half. Hasn't had the shot going, but he's had the moves, the shimmies, the shakes, and the lay-ins going tonight. 25 for Jalen Rutherford. He's got some of his family up here for sophomore night. Got to be very proud to see their youngster just really going off here. 14 second half points, and it's a 12-point Laker lead. 7:51 left to go in the ball game. We'll see if we can maybe get that youngster on the radio again afterwards.
You know, what's really impressive tonight, Chris, is that he knew his shot wasn't falling pretty early on, but used his athleticism to drive a lot, get points that way.
Darius Young trying to get the alley-oop inbounds play. He doesn't get it to go. Javelle Lewis comes down with the rebound for the Lakers. Hands it off to Rutherford. Rutherford to the driving lane. Kicks it back out to Hungerford. Hungerford now to Tournament. Could have taken the shot. Instead, he'll drive into lane. Tough right-handed shot is no good. Another rebound down low gathered by Tevin Taylor. Great pass in the front court to Andrades, who puts up a really tough fadeaway shot. A bad possession right there for LCC. Ball goes to Tournament. Tournament in the front court to Hungerford. He's going to be able to step into a three-pointer. And you hear the crowd roar as Hungerford knocks it down. He's now got 2 threes, and it's 74-59. It's all Lakers here in this one. Deep three-pointer is no good for Darius Young. A little bit of the heat check right there, and try and keep my team in this game check, but it is no good. 15-point lead for the Lakers. 7 minutes left to go. Lewis looks to throw it down. Ali gets a piece of the basketball or the arm. No foul call. Tevin Taylor now rips down to the other end. He is going to draw a foul on the drive. And Lewis just, I don't know what to say other than sometimes Javelle Lewis just doesn't get the foul calls.
Yeah, I mean, I think he should have gotten that one, Chris, but you just got to keep playing. You know, don't lose your head in a situation like this. Everything's going your way.
Tevin Taylor's 12 points on the night. He's headed to the free throw line. Pretty darn good for LCC here tonight.
Yep, he's got a double-double with 10 rebounds, Chris, to go along with 2 assists.
First free throw for Taylor rattles out, no good. Your Lansing Community College, you need everything to go in right now, including these free throws. 74-59 our score. It's a 15-point advantage for for the Lakers of Mid-Michigan College. Second free throw, also no good. Arion Evans chases down the rebound for the Lakers and gives it off to Rutherford, who's got 14 here in the second half. Rutherford now starting to take his time. They get a double screen. Tiedemann in the corner is open for a three. A shot long. Try to tip the rebound from behind was Arion Evans, but it's Taylor coming up with another rebound for Lansing. Kicks it off in the corner to Andrades. Andrades double team. They don't want to let him get a shot off. Now to the top of the key to Ali, and Ali traveled with it. Just a little mental blunder right there from Kevin Ali. 6:18 left to go here in the second half. You're starting to feel a little comfortable now if you're the Lakers. You've got a 15-point lead, and it's been a great second half, only giving up 18 points while scoring 31.
Yeah, but if you've only given up 18 and you're up by 15, you can tell, as long as they keep the defensive effort up, they should be able to stay in control.
Rutherford across the half-court line, just kind of dribbling some clock out right now. The shot clock runs to 17, 16, 15. Hungerford now going to set him a screen. And a second screen, Rutherford gets in a lane, left-handed runner's no good. Grabbing the rebound is Darius Young. It's impressive how high Rutherford gets before he puts up his layup attempt. Young kind of bullies his way to the basket with an elbow, gets the lay-in to go. Once again, no quit in this Lansing Community College team, just like the ladies in the game we saw before this. Arion Evans, crossover dribble, three-point attempt is no good, and there's another early shot. That's kind of what's gotten this Mid-Michigan team into some trouble, giving up some leads. Sometimes you just got to hold on to the basketball and run some clock like we saw on the last possession. Taylor now with the drive. He gets in a lane, and no good, but he draws the foul.
And again, another thing you don't want to do in this situation, you're giving the other team an opportunity to close the gap a little bit with no time coming off the clock. So
Taylor headed to the free throw line. He's going to be shooting two here. They're going to call that a shot attempt. Just missed a pair moments ago. 2 for 2 in the first half. Now make it 3 for 5 in the ball game, and he now has 13 points. 16 points for Tevin Ali, 14 for Darius Young, leading scorers for this Lansing Community College basketball team. Taylor step back to the free throw line. Power dribbles, spins of the basketball. Second free throw also goes down. He now has 14. 74. 63 our score. Brings it across the half-court line. Gives it off to Keegan Brooks. Brooks now back to Rutherford. Rutherford looks to get a screen from Hungerford. He doesn't use it. Now fakes the pass to Tuniman as he gets in a lane. Now he kicks it out to Isaac Hungerford, who's open for a deep triple. No good. Javelle Lewis with great position. Gets the rebound and puts it right back in. Javelle Lewis now with 8 points. None easier than those two right there. 76-63 now our score. Young into the front court. Gives it over to Jordan Clay, who hasn't seen a lot of playing time for Lansing here tonight. We'll work it back around and discuss down low is Tevin Taylor. He wants the ball in the post, and Hungerford gets called for the late fouls. He just kind of got a piece of Tevin Taylor's head as they were both looking to battle for position. But Taylor calling for the ball. He wants it down low, making something happen for his team, trying to keep him in this ball game. Mid-Michigan has a 76-63 lead with 4:45 left to go in the ball game. Taylor headed to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. First one goes down. He now has 15 points. Leading scorer for both teams is Jalen Rutherford, who has 25 on the night. Second free throw for Taylor drops in. He now has 16. Now just one-man pressure here. Not really a lot of urgency from Lansing Community College. I think this is about the time that we should start to see it. Rutherford being guarded by Young, gets by him and gets the right-handed lay-in to go as he goes crashing into the stands here at Maury Courts. And yeah, that's why you get that courtside seat right there. So Rutherford goes crashing into you. Rutherford now with 27. We got a 30-second timeout on the floor. 4.5 left to go. Been an incredible second half from Jalen Rutherford. He has 16 points. And there's just been some moments in the last couple games that I've seen with him where he just has that refuse to lose type attitude.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like he can always just at whim just turn himself on, and then no one can stop him. You know, he's just been able to drive to the basket time after time after time after time. He knows his mid-range isn't falling. He knows his three isn't falling. So he's going to his bread and butter, which is getting to the hoop, and it's going very well.
And you start to think about it, it was 49-49 with 17.5 minutes remaining. Fast forward 13 minutes, now 78-65. In Michigan just kind of going off defensively. They had that great 6-minute stretch where they didn't give up a field goal at one point. It was 64-49. Lansing kind of caught fire a little bit maybe lately, but also I think if you're mid-Michigan, you tone the defense back just a little bit. You don't want to get any dumb foul calls. You're just trying to coast to a victory now.
Exactly. Just, let it play out. Don't try to do anything too crazy.
4:30 left. Skylar Wilson across the half-court line for LCC. Get it back to Tevin Taylor at the top of the key, being guarded by Keegan Brooks. Taylor looks to make a move on Brooks. Brooks knocks it away, but they're going to call a foul on him, saying he got his hand in the cookie jar. It's going to have Tevin Taylor headed right back to the free throw line. Chance for LCC to put some points on the board without the clock moving. Still a 13-point advantage for mid-Michigan, but you're not out of the weeds yet.
Boy, the look on Keegan Brooks' face was priceless after that foul call.
Not somebody that we've seen jip and jabber with the refs in the few games that we've done, and so if you're the official and he kind of looks at you like that, you got to think, all right, I might have got that one wrong. First free throw good for Taylor. Second one also good. He now has 18 points. He now leads all scorers for LCC. It's an 11-point ball game. Across the court comes Tuneman. Tuneman hands it off to Rutherford. Rutherford looking to get into the lane. He does get down to the baseline. Left-handed jumper is good.
Automatic.
Yep, I was saying, well, you might want to take a little bit more time off the clock, but Rutherford gets it to go. He now has 29. And talked about the struggles shooting in the first half. He has done nothing but take it to the basket here in the second half, and it has really paid off for his team. Turnover, giving the ball back to the Lakers. Now 3:59 left. I feel like that turnover right there might have been all she wrote. And if you're Rutherford and Tuneman, you really want to start to work some clock now. Tuneman across the half-court line, fakes the handoff. Now he passes it out to Lewis. Lewis back to Rutherford. 15 on the shot clock. Rutherford with a nice post entry pass to Lewis. May have led him a little too far. Knocking it away from behind was Jordan Clay, and then Lewis gets called for the touch foul in the backcourt, and he's got to be all but too used to that. And I'm going to give him some credit. He does a really good job of, he might show emotion for a second or two on his face, but he's never, arguing, never seems angry with any of the foul calls that seem to, I'm going to say, go against him from time to time.
Yeah, he's probably used to it by now, Chris.
Back to the free throw line is Tevin Taylor, kind of living at the line right now. Gets that one to go to make it 68-80. Trying to keep his team in the ball game. Anthony Rogers coming into the game, replacing JaVale Lewis, as Lewis picked up his fourth foul there. Taylor have another opportunity, could get himself to 20 points here on the night. Already in double digits, rebounding numbers, so nice stat line for Tevin Taylor, but I'm sure he would rather have a victory. They're still a ways away from that one. 3:40 left to go in our ball game. Tuneman across the half-court line out there with Keegan Brooks, Isaac Hungerford, Anthony Rogers, and Jalen Rutherford. 3:30 away from a sophomore night victory. Rutherford gets the handoff. He's going to put up the triple try. Heat check off the back of the rim. No good. Long rebound goes into the hands of Jordan Clay. Clay gets it out to Skylar Wilson. Wilson to Taylor. Taylor's going to force up the triple try, and he gets it to go. Now 23 for Tevin Taylor, doing everything he can to keep his team in the ball game, and he's done it as it's back to an 8-point lead. The Lakers build these leads and build these leads, but then they let teams come back. It was 78-65 with 4:30 left to go in the ball game. It is now 80-72 with 3:12 left to go. So you give up 7 points in about a minute, 18 seconds. That's not going to get it done.
It really is their Achilles heel, Chris. We've seen them lose, more than one game like this, games that could have really improved their standing in the conference, but, still plenty of time to close this one out. Just got to play smart.
And see, part of me is I'm going to blame the announcers jinx a little bit. It seems like every time I say, well, here they go. Well, Tevin Taylor's got an answer for me. He has 23 points, 13 here in the second half. But outdoing him a little bit is Jalen Rutherford. He has 18 here in the second half. It's an 8-point lead for the Lakers. Tuneman brings it down, hands it off to Isaac Hungerford. Hungerford out towards the half-court line, just trying to run some clock here. They now hand it off to Rutherford. Good job by the Lakers using some time on this possession. Rutherford with a great move, loses his dribble for a moment, Now brings it out back towards the half-court line to try and regather himself. He's going to step into a triple try, and it's good! What a shot from Jalen Rutherford right there. He now has 32 on the night. Quickly down court come Lansing Community College. They put up a three of their own, and that's no good. Rutherford with the rebound. He now wants to go coast to coast. Instead, he kicks it out to Keegan Brooks. Brooks back up top to Tuneman, and Tuneman's going to slow it down. Now 32 on the night for Jalen Rutherford. Tuneman handling ball out near the half-court line, looking to run some clock. Screen from Anthony Rogers. Steps into his own three-pointer, and it's good for Dre Tuneman. And I feel safe to say that that one might do it right there. Here's a three. And it is good for Mitchell Skim. Everything that the LCC can do to stay in the game, they're doing it. But the hot shooting of Rutherford and Tuneman in the last couple plays may make it difficult. 32 on the night now for Jalen Rutherford. 1:45 left to go in the ball game. Tuneman, Brooks, Rutherford just running some clock out near half court for the Lakers right now. It's going to be a foul going against Tevin Taylor. It'll be the 7th foul going against Lansing, or that'll be the 16th foul, pardon me, going against Lansing. So the next one should have Mid-Michigan shooting some free throws. Got some substitutions coming in. JaVale Lewis back out there. There with Rutherford, Keegan Brooks, Isaac Hungerford, and Dre Tuneman. 1:38 away from a sophomore night victory. 86-75 our score. Rutherford gets the ball near the half-court line, being guarded by Xavier Andrews. Looking to get it down low to Lewis. Lewis catches the ball on the baseline, looks to get it towards the right block. Now skip pass. Hungerford open in the corner. His three is down! Isaac Hungerford now with 9 points, and it's 89-75 with just over a minute remaining. A few exclamation points out here for the Lakers tonight. Three-pointer no good for Skylar Wilson. Keegan Brooks grabs the board and gives it off to Jalen Rutherford. Rutherford with 21 here in the second half. Now a minute remaining in the ball game. The Lakers just look to run some clock. Rutherford being dared to go by his man. He fakes him out for a moment. Now brings it back. Now he gets in the lane. And another dunk for Jalen Rutherford as the crowd goes crazy. 34 for the sophomore star. 91-75 our score. I said earlier, I think I might see him do something special. He waited till the second half to give us something, JJ. But what a second half it has been for Mr. Rutherford. He has scored 23. Brooks into the front court, and we're now going to have a timeout from Coach Caleb House. I think he's going to tell his team, way to go, boys. What a game. 34 on the night for Rutherford. 6 for Dre Tuneman, all coming in the second half. JaVale Lewis has 8 points. 13 for Arion Evans, 9 for Isaac Hungerford, 8 for Keegan Brooks, 6 for Kevin Newell in the first half, 5 for Anthony Rogers in the first half. Kind of an effort from everybody in the first half. And then in the second half, Rutherford just said, I got this.
Oh, I mean, that last one was just icing on the cake, Chris, and he's really putting it to him now. Some other impressive stats out there. JaVale Lewis with 14 rebounds and 5 blocks, so a big game for him. Dre Tuneman with 4 assists and limited playing time. Jalen to go along with his, 34 points you said?
Yes, sir.
He's got 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals, so big night for him.
And in the second half, LCC has had a decent half, scoring 36, but Jalen Rutherford has had 23 in the second half.
Yep.
So almost canceling out the scoring of the other entire team. It'll help your team win a ball game. 33 seconds left to go. JaVale Lewis gets the inbounds pass, and he's going to make a great drop step move, and he throws down the slam. Lewis now into double figures on the night, and everybody getting in on the action for Mid-Michigan College. Actually, as I take a look down things, Micah Kramer and Darion Tandy, the only 2 in the game, and right now, Rutherford's going to come out of the game along with Keegan Brooks, Dre Tuneman, and JaVale Lewis going to get a standing. Stand up, JJ.
All right.
Those guys deserve a standing ovation there as they come out of the game with 26 seconds left, and we'll try and yell at Jalen Rutherford to see if we can get another interview from that young man. We now got a timeout on the floor from Lansing Community College. Just 26 seconds remaining. We'll keep things right here. Enrique Andrade into the game for the first time tonight. He's done some good things for Mid-Michigan off the bench this year. The freshman via Buckley, via Brazil, just a tough kid down low. But tonight, it's all about those sophomores. Rutherford, Tuneman. It has just been a great night for those two. And I mean, Caleb Kuipert not able to play here tonight.
Yep.
And Keegan Brooks, as I said, he's that grinder guy. He scored 8 points tonight. That's a lot for Keegan Brooks. And if he knocks down threes like that in the playoffs, that's what's going to take this team to a whole nother level, I believe.
I would agree with you there, Chris. You know Jalen's going to show up. You know Dre's going to show up. You know Javel's going to show up. Ariane's been playing very well. But sometimes it's, you know, you can count on those guys to do well. It's about getting the role players to step in and do their part as well.
93-77. You know, if the Nicholsons are heading out of here, this one is in the books. 93-77 our score with 26.9 seconds left on the clock. Skylar Wilson heading to the free throw line. He had 9 points, 3 threes in the early going that had Lansing Community College on top early. But since then, he's kind of been locked down a little bit. Or at least when he catches the ball, they're making him put it on the floor so he can't catch and shoot. It caused so much damage early in the ball game. First free throw is good. Now with the double figures is Skylar Wilson. It's going to be too little, too late for Lansing Community College. That one is good. Now 11 on the night. And not really going to see a whole lot of pressure here from LCC. Ball goes into Darion Tandy. Back to Tim Stewart. Stewart brings it across the half-court line. And actually, no quitting him. He goes straight to the cup and looks to lay it in. Could have ran some clock, but I don't know. Tim Stewart wants to get himself a basket. He draws the foul into the free throw line for a pair.
I guess just he doesn't want to take his foot off the gas just yet, Chris.
19 seconds left, 93-79 our score. Stewart, the lefty, gets that first one to go, now has 3 points. And I'll say it again, second half has all been about Mr. Jalen Rutherford scoring 23 in the second half. Second free throw is also down for Stewart. Just 19 seconds left to go. We'll see if we even see any hurry here from Lansing. They do. They get into the front court. Enrique Andrade with the block. Tim Stewart grabs the rebound. 10 seconds remaining. See if he goes straight to the basket here again. Yes, he does. Puts up the shot. Lots of contact on the play. No foul call. I think they're saying we're not going to give that one to you. Andrade gets a shot attempt. His shot attempt is no good. Long three-pointer is no good. That brings us to the end of the ball game. 95-79. The Lakers are winner. We're back with your Mid-Michigan College Foundation post-game show right after this. 92.3 FM, my1043.net, and also on MAC TV.